fans, we are live for UFC 236. I am excited, guys. 2 title fights. This is going to be absolutely insane. We got, like I said, Dustin Poirier, of course, versus Max Holloway, the rematch, 7 years in the making. And Kelvin Gastelum finally getting his shot now at the Middleweight Championship, this time against Israel Adesanya. Of course, he had a title shot lined up. And unfortunately, Robert Whittaker, health not permitting on that one before. But everything is, he's at least here for an interim title shot. These are interim title shots, as we said. But let's not get into technicalities here. Let's enjoy, 2 of the best fights that I think the UFC could put out there right now. I mean, my God. The winning streaks in these guys, Max 13 fights in a row. And I picked Max to begin with for this fight. And now I look at Dustin Poirier, though, and this is the one I'm kind of doubting myself on. I'm not sure how much I'm doubting myself on this one, but here's the deal with this one. What is up, guys? I started about a minute early. PR shows it going. Yep, Max wins 4th round, says Nathan Spratt. Hi, Mike. Is that a jump in subscriptions? Nice. Yes, it is. Israel wins 2nd round, says Nathan Spratt. How's everybody doing? Thanks for everybody coming in. What's good, fam? Doing good, 7. Man, I cannot wait. I don't know how many of you guys were able to get this on pay-per-view. And how many are, going to be listening along. We get to use our Fight Pass for those of us that haven't canceled it yet. We actually get to use it for once. Because the prelim, the first 4 fights are UFC Fight Pass prelims starting at 3:15. And what a week. What a week this has been. I've been trying to get a Dutch guy on here. I've been trying to get Dutch guy on here. If he's not on, just ordered the fights on pay-per-view. All right, then I'm going to have to Skype Billy in. He said be on at 2:45, but he might be at work, and I don't know in Amsterdam time. There might be a mix-up in Amsterdam time. Yeah, so Bill would just let me know if you want to come on. We're going to start some trivia here in a minute, though. I got a lot of trivia, but first of all, let's talk about the elephant in the room before the fights get started. TJ Dillashaw, no more. TJ Dillashaw pumped positive for EPO. Now looking at a 2-year suspension. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. And I'm not going to back away from this and act like I wasn't a fan of TJ Dillashaw before, because I was. So am I disappointed in him? Absolutely. I am very disappointed. Obviously, and what's going on with TJ Dillashaw. Do you guys believe that his coaches and his trainers had absolutely nothing to do with this, though? Brian Davis about to get locked down. Oh, jeez. Where's Brian Davis? Oh, aloha, Fight family. What's up? Mixed Play crew. Aloha. If Jones were the one who got popped for EPO, his fans would be blaming the needle for not being careful where it's resting. And he has, I think there's very few people that are honestly being really honest and not trolling, that are really sticking up for Jon Jones. I don't know. I mean, this is an admission, and take that. I mean, what do you guys think? Is it better that he came out, he admitted it? Does he get credit for admitting it? Does he get credit in admitting it? For me, he does. If he did it, he does. And obviously he did it, and he came out, so he gets more credit than if, if he had denied it, and then it comes out that the evidence is undisputable that he did it. So yes, I give him that. I am disappointed though. What's up, DJ Mexicono in the house? If you're going to be disappointed with Dillashaw, you got to also be disappointed with Jon Jones to keep that same energy. Oh, I've been disappointed with Jon Jones for a long time, Torrin Brown. Long time. I've been a big fan of TJ. And I promise this is not going to be the entire show. This is why I wanted to get this out of the way here in the beginning. Oh, no, that's like saying a murderer is apologizing just because he got caught for the murder. So PR, no. The apology, so maybe not the apology. For me, it's, I give him credit for not lying about it. And I mean, I guess he knew. That one's one of those it's pretty hard to fake. And I have some updates on tests that have came back, because they have tested TJ Dillashaw not just for this fight. They have a test from December, and USADA has tests for 4 fights back. They went back a very, very long ways. And we're going to talk about the results of those tests here in a minute. Of course, Cody Garbrandt, very upset, saying that maybe he should be an undefeated fighter. For those of you that don't know, the other fighter that, he lost to, Pedro Munoz, had also tested positive for PEDs in the past. So Cody Garbrandt, even though he has 3 losses on his record, has never lost to a fighter that has always tested clean. Hard to pass judgment, even harder to believe those closest him didn't know anything. I don't know. I believe it is possible. I don't know that it's probable that Dwayne Bang Ludwig didn't know. I find it very, very hard to believe that his head trainer, it's not John Kavanagh. I know I said John Kavanagh in the past, and I have to apologize for that. I'm actually going to Google it right now. I had it in my mind, and now I draw a blank. But it's this guy that, the NASA guy, worked for NASA, worked for the U.S. Olympic wrestling team, was a wrestler himself, and I'm trying to see, because God, this guy had a long and lengthy statement. His trainer. I thought it was John something, and now I'm still not. I don't know why I'm still not seeing it come up. I googled TJ Dillashaw trainer. Billy's probably got it by now. No. Dillashaw might as well retire, in my opinion. He's got 2 years out. He's 35, be 33, be 35 when he comes back. Yeah, smaller fighters age so much more quickly. I mean, their prime is more. He's already kind of been in his prime, went through his prime, as far as the smaller fighters. Especially that small, 135 pounds. Prime, you're talking about like 28 to 34, 35. 35 is kind of like a bantamweight's 40 when you're talking about a light heavyweight or a heavyweight. Because they depend so much on speed and reflexes that, yeah, 35 is a very old bantamweight. It's not impossible. I mean, there's guys out there doing it. PR says Lance Armstrong. Really, that's from the Depression. Oh, did you see how TJ got fat? No, I didn't see him get fat. I know he does have one of those bodies that balloons up, like he was talking about how his face balloons up, and we were even talking about it on one picture. And I can have that in certain videos. If you've looked back, my daughter was pointing out to me, I had 2 thumbnails, and I think they were like a day apart. And it was 2 pictures of my face and 2 different thumbnails here on YouTube. And one of them, I swear, I looked like I was 30 pounds heavier. And they were probably 12 hours apart, less than 24 hours. So some people do kind of swell up when they eat, or, you know, whatever's going on. What's up, RS in the house? We are ready to start. RS is in. We can do some trivia. No. Let's start some trivia, guys. I have some trivia here. All right, guys. This fighter shares a nickname with a former WWE star turned yoga master. What fighter is that? Everybody refresh. What's up, Billy? All right, I'll call in here in just a minute. Trivia night, RS. Yep, and Billy's going to be disqualified here in a minute, so we're going to give him a chance. Now, all right. This fighter shares a nickname with a former WWE star turned yoga master. Who's the yoga master? Who's doing their yoga program that's out there right now? And Billy Hughes, you are right. It is Diamond Dustin Poirier. Of course, I'm talking about Diamond Dallas Page Yoga. The comparison, 1,000 points goes to Billy. All right, what's up, Geeky Spartan Gaming in the house? And Billy has been doing a great job on co-commentating, and I'm going to buzz him in right now. These early prelims, if you're following along, are on UFC Fight Pass. They are starting in 15 minutes. So I'm going to get Billy on the line, and that should give us a chance to make sure that our audio is perfect. How's it going, Billy?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, everybody, Fights with Friends. Billy, my co-commentator for today. Man, what a crazy week, man.
Yeah, did you see the post from TJ this morning? I guess it was just...
I seen videos on Instagram on Friday that he had posted 4 different videos.
Yeah, the one where he's just like, "Oh, it's my fault, I screwed up." That one?
Yeah. Do you buy for a second, though, that his trainer didn't know what he was doing? I really have a hard time with that one.
Yeah, I was actually watching Brendan Schaub and Brian Callen's fighting the kid, and Brendan Schaub was not buying it at all. And it's hard, you know, he moved his whole training camp down to San Diego for that John, like, Kreiner or whatever his name is. And how could he not know? Because when the thing that Brendan pointed out is when you're on EPO, you have to be monitored by a doctor, because if you don't monitor it, it can kill you.
Oh, yeah, there's been several, because I started looking it up, and I'm like, well, how dangerous is this? So basically, I just started with Googling people that have died, athletes that have died of EPO, and yeah, it's definitely happened. You can definitely die of a heart attack. I seen somebody that died, they went to the emergency room and it blocked their heart. I mean, it didn't take long to find instances of people dying from EPO. So that was kind of my worry, because I didn't know much about it. I knew Lance Armstrong had done it, and of course all those bikers. So I thought, man, if this is like a safe alternative, maybe this is something that we can, legalize and just get everybody on it. It is definitely not a safe thing, though. So TJ,
and if you go back to the Lance Armstrong interviews, he used to say that he would wake up in the middle of the night and have to get on his stationary bike to thin out his blood because he could feel it thickening up. It's super, super dangerous.
Wow. I don't know because I don't remember hearing of any bikers at the time coming out dying at that time, but I know basically that was the difference with Lance Armstrong. It's like, and I mean, I'm not jumping on TJ Dillashaw any more than I would anyone else. I was a big fan of TJ Dillashaw. I'm not saying that I'm not. I still hope the best for the guy. I'm kind of trying to digest this. Obviously in shock. This is not what I expected. But when Lance Armstrong did it, I mean, everybody did it. I believe they said they had to go down to like 24th or something like that to find somebody that came up clean.
Yeah, and I want to spin this to another direction that everyone's been talking. How do you feel about them going back like 5 years and looking at all of TJ's last drug tests?
So
do you agree with that?
So this is the update that I was talking about. This was late last night. They came out with Jeff Nowitzki of USADA came back. They said that yes, TJ of course tested positive for this fight. He tested positive in December. They went back 3 fights. I believe it was, they said, basically almost back to the beginning of USADA, and all those came up negative. So according to USADA, he was not EPO positive for Cody Garbrandt or any other fighters that they still have test results for, that they have blood saved.
Okay.
So that was MMA Junkie. I was listening to it today, but it was yesterday's late MMA Junkie, and they said it had just broken in like the last 45 minutes yesterday afternoon.
That makes sense then, yeah.
What time will this fight be? He says the fights start here in just a few minutes here. UFC Fight Pass, they're already doing the kind of the introduction. What do you call it? The introduction to the show. Not bringing fighters down, but they should be very quickly. Main card won't start till about 7 p.m.
Okay.
So 35 people in here. Thank you guys for supporting us so much lately. Thank you again, Billy, for coming in here again. Hey, I appreciate it. You've been doing a great job on the mic lately.
Thank you. Been getting easier and easier. Real quick, how hard was it for you to order this pay-per-view? I had such a hard time.
I did not have difficulty with it, but I live in South Korea, so it's not.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
That's
What you meant?
for the moment.
Well, us here in the good old USFA, I had to jump through like 3 different hoops just to get to the right page.
Oh man, they got to get that figured out. How many hours till 7 p.m.? Well, it's 3:18 Pacific my time, so 3.5 hours.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but man, this is a great freaking call. Okay, they're jumping into it right away. Davis and Costa. Are you watching the prelims on Fight Pass here?
I'm still trying to sign in, so give me like 2 minutes.
No problem. I'm gonna continue in the comments here. Everybody, thumbs up to help the channel. Thank you, Geeky Spartan. Thank you so much for the jump in subscriptions lately. Over 4,700 subscribers, as you guys can see. Hard work pays off. Sometimes it takes a while. And even though, maybe we haven't always seen eye to eye, maybe our fans have went back and forth a little bit sometimes, but a huge congratulations to Chris and the crowd over there at MMA Holes. 20,000 subscribers. That is a huge milestone that no past beef can act like that is not a huge accomplishment. And we're on good terms as far as I know. But over there, so big congratulations to Chris and everybody over there at MMA Halls. Just that is a huge number, and I strive to get, if I get to 20,000 within the next year, I will be extremely happy. The Zohan, interesting name. Where's the Zohan? Oh, don't wish the hair on anyone. Wouldn't want my worst enemy to go through that. Oh, like I said, Dustin ain't beating Max at PR. I've thought about that one a lot, and right out of the gate, I was like, it's Max. It's Max. And the more I think about it, the more I try to talk myself out of it. That is such a hard fight because Dustin Poirier, of course, Max, it's his first fight at lightweight, and you got to remember, if you're thinking Max Holloway is going to beat Dustin Poirier in a back-and-forth war, Dustin Poirier just knocked out Justin Gaethje not that long ago in the 4th round. I mean, and who hits harder than that guy? Nobody. At lightweight,
Nobody.
Well, of course, Geeky. Hey, we might joke a little bit in the community and stuff, but I'm a fan of everybody succeeding on YouTube and on MMA. I don't really think about them like my competition. I think about, all tides rise a sinking ship.
Mm-hmm.
And Killer B, Brandon Davis, making his way down to the cage right now. If you look in the description, well, you probably can't see the description right now, but I put the fight card in there in the description. Also in the description there, guys, do not forget tax day is coming up. Before I start this, it's Monday. We've only got a few more days, so you only have to hear me talk about TurboTax for a few more days. But guys, you don't want to forget. It creeps up on you fast. I can hear your fight audio a little in the background, Billy.
I got it.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure you heard it.
No, I heard it. I was trying to mute as quick as I could, but the computer froze for a second.
No, I think
we're good now.
They usually give you a few seconds. I've had more than that come in accidentally for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys heard me say, oh crap, because I heard it right away.
Oh, and Brandon Davis, 3 first-round finishes, 3 wins by knockout, 2 by submission. I was awarded a UFC contract on Dana White Contender Series Season 1, Episode 4. I decided to do the prelims because I've missed some of the best fights that have came in some of the first few fights of the early prelims recently. So I'm like, I don't want to miss anything anymore.
And that Lomachenko knockout last night.
Oh man, what a crazy fight! And for those of you that were, waiting for me to post that or to do the live thing on that, I put the interest out there. Honestly, guys, it got less views than any video I've done in a long time. So I just said, hey, it doesn't have enough interest. I'd rather spend the time getting ready for this. And this first contest, Brandon Davis, 28 years old, 5'10". Randy Costa, 24 years old, 5'9".
I'm going to run and grab a glass real quick. Be right back, guys.
All right. 1-inch reach advantage for Costa. And if you're looking for a good site where you want to follow, what is going on, the entire card, it's Tapology. Just Google UFC 236 Tapology. Randy Costa, he is 4-0. He is a plus 145 underdog out of Taunton, Massachusetts. And I think he's going to have his hands full tonight. What's up, Gary Richards in the house? I had Dustin winning. thinking he would have a little more muscle mass than Max, but weigh-ins, they look the same. I'm switching to Max. Max must do a wicked cut to get to 145. He absolutely does. I mean, I think he almost died doing it during one of his weight cuts, and I would be happy to see him not make that cut anymore. Jason Herzog, the referee tonight. Yeah. We will not see Herb Dean tonight. Jason Herzog, a local there in Atlanta, but he is a very good referee. He'll be the main referee tonight. So Herb Dean, for those of you that missed it, was on the Joe Rogan Experience a couple days ago, and some very cool conversation. I really enjoy. Oh, big right hand and a head kick right out of the gate for Costa, and another big right hand to the body. Costa and a head kick there. Davis blocks that one, and Costa coming out like a cannon. Big left hook there for Costa the Cannon. That's what I'm going to call him right now. Jesus. Davis with the low leg kick, but another right hand for Costa. And now Davis coming back with right and left hands and a head kick. And 30 seconds in, we have a war. Knees to the body from Davis. Right uppercuts. Wow, and am I glad I tuned in for the early prelims already today. Less than a minute in, and what a fight so far.
Early fireworks. And don't forget, guys, this is also on Fight Pass. So if you want to tune in, there's a 7-day free trial on Fight Pass as well if you've never used it before. So take advantage of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, what a crazy start, though.
Chaos.
Oh, big right-handed head kicks there from Costa. My God, these guys are banging. Big left hook to the body there from Costa, and Davis coming back. A minute and a half in. These guys are just standing in front of each other and throwing haymakers, Billy.
Yeah, I really hope Dana's already in the crowd, because they're putting on a show right away.
Yeah, if you bought tickets to this event and you showed up late and missed this one, I think you're going to regret it. And you see Bruce Buffer, he's in the front row watching this one.
He's not wearing his mother's curtains tonight, though. I'm disappointed.
No, he actually looks like a respectable gentleman tonight. And in the clinch now, Costa throwing some knees here, breaks free, lands a knee to the body and a big right hook.
Now, Davis was the one from the Contender Series, right?
I believe so. Big right hand there for Davis. Oh, and a big 1-2 and a low leg kick from Davis. Yeah, to be honest, when I seen these two names pop up, I didn't remember either one of these guys, but they're putting on a hell of a fight.
Well, there's more than one Davis and more than one Costa, too, so it's easy to get them mixed up now.
Oh, my God, these guys are just exchanging bombs.
If you don't have Fight Pass, I'd get it right now because this is worth the price of admission because these guys are slinging weapons right now.
Jabbing a right hook there for Costa. 2 minutes left in this first round. And the big 1-2 back for Davis. I mean, we got an early candidate for round of the year already here. Wow, and that's the magic of the matchmaker. Oh, nice.
They're both throwing
kicks there for Davis.
Easy kicks, though. That was the best leg kick I've seen. Most of them have been lazy. They could easily get taken down if there's a wrestler that wants to take advantage of that.
Oh, nice double jab from the outside there from Costa. Davis straight right back. And, I mean, you could pretty much just about call this. Oh, big combinations from Costa. Straight left and right hooks, kick to the body. Oh, big head kick for Costa. Knee to the body there. A minute left in this round. Oh, that was slick from Davis. Catches the foot and lands a leg kick of his own there. And you see head strikes in the first round already. 34-20 in favor of Costa. Now Davis coming on, landing big shots. Knees to the body and an elbow. 40 seconds left in the first round. This is absolute fire right now. Knees to the body from Davis. 30 seconds left in the first round. Oh, and Costa's face is just cut up. He ate some elbows there. Hard to say who I think's going to win this fight right now. It's been so back and forth right now, Billy.
I have the slight edge to Davis just because of overall aggression and octagon control. Slight edge.
Oh, big right hand there from Davis. I had Costa winning the first round. That's Costa in the blue shirts, right? Yeah, I had Costa winning that first round because I thought he had him hurt more times. But
okay.
I could see how you definitely could have given it to either guy.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue either way with that. That was one great round. Beautiful overhand right by Costa, and that's what started all the damage.
Yeah, that head
landed
kick to the side of the chin there.
You got to give it up for Davis's recovery, though, because he was able to snap back and put some punishment back on Costa. So.
Oh, absolutely. And he might be in the better position right now because Costa might have burned himself out at the beginning of that round.
That's exactly what I was going to say. We're going to find out everything here in the first 2 minutes. Because their cardio is going to be the issue if they're going to try to keep up this pace.
Well, Costa has a guy in his corner that knows a little something about wars there. Joe Lozon, the king of the fight bonus.
Boston Strong.
That guy,
he's not Boston.
I think that guy has like 13 fight bonuses or more. It's absolutely ridiculous.
He was the main event of my first ever live UFC against Kenny Florian.
Oh, that's right. That's a great first main event. Oh, big right hand from Costa out of the gate. And he is coming out fast again. Big 1-2, left hook and an uppercut. And he landed some bombs there, but he's already expended a ton of energy in this first 30 seconds of the second round here, Billy.
Yeah, but he looks like he's ready to pace himself. He's using some of his clinch skills now, trying to slow down the pace.
Yeah,
and honestly, Davis,
beautiful jab and a head kick from Davis, and he comes back with a flurry. Big left hook
right
and a right hand
that.
from Davis and a body kick. Davis unloading now.
Chaos.
Costa going for the takedown now. Oh, wow, and there is a lot of blood streaming. I think that's out of Costa's head, and Davis is taking the back of Costa.
Seems to be Costa's nose might be bloody. It's over.
Brandon
it is
Davis
over.
Wins by submission in what could be fight of the night right out of the gate. Wow.
He tapped fast. That must have been in deep or he was tired. One or the other.
Wow, man, I don't know, but that made it worth me starting at 3 o'clock just for that. That was an absolutely amazing fight. I can't wait to see both of those guys fight again, and I hope they get 50 Gs.
Yeah, if they don't get the straight-up bonus, I think Dana will pay him under the table.
This is true, and I should say that. I should mention that, too, for as many times as I criticize Dana White, and it's not like a big beef with Dana White. It's because I'm an advocate for the fighters. I'm on the side of the fighters. I make, I don't make that a secret. But he has handed, handfuls of cash and envelopes to guys in the locker room on a regular basis. The more fighters I talk to, the more I hear about that. Even the ones that have been highly critical of Dana have mentioned that. Geeky says, damn, he taps faster than Connor. Tap machine. Oh, Jesus. I want Izzy to win, says Sorry, I think I cut you off there, Billy.
Oh, I was just agreeing with what they said that Connor tapped fast. He did tap. It's the same thing, though. Once the choke was sunk in, they didn't even want to mess around with it. They just tapped.
Oh, somebody typoed. You see on the screen there, it says round 1, minute and 12 seconds. Round 2.
Ruh-roh. Good to see old Joe Rogan back tonight. We only get to see him a couple times a year, it seems like now.
Yeah, it is. And this is the way to do it. I got my Roku on one here, so I got one earbud in so I can hear Rogan. And then I have the chat and the live stream here on the other screen to my left. So if there's something I miss, I can let everybody know. Costa lost. Yeah, I lost by submission. Davis came back. What a war, though, man. Yeah, those guys deserve 50 Gs. I think there needs to be... I wish that there was like a bias to give some of these bonuses to the guys at the bottom of the card. Or maybe another bonus. Maybe like the $50,000 and then maybe like another $20,000 bonus for a runner-up or something, because it's just such a huge deal for these guys that are fighting for as little as, I think, $14,000 is the minimum now in the UFC. 14 to show and 14 to win.
You know what Dana's going to say to you, though, Mike, if you said that to him. But what about the Reebok payouts? You know?
Well, when he's getting the Reebok payouts, and I will give them credit for where they've came in a few years. Just a few years back, $8,000 was the minimum, and you still have fighters in Bellator making $1,000 to show and $1,000 to win. And I know the UFC obviously is exponentially more successful. But also Bellator, it's like if you're gonna sell the blood, if you're gonna sell the blood sport, and you're owned by a multi-billion-dollar company like Viacom, shame on you for paying people $1,000 to put their life on the line.
Yeah, you can make $1,000 on the small house shows, you know, the local shows. So.
Oh yeah, and I know guys that have made quite a bit more than that on local shows.
Oh yeah.
So I was talking to somebody recently that made $15,000, and it was like a show I never heard of. It was something in Alabama. Llama made a statement. What's up, Mr. Heisenberg? Yes, he did. Man, is he the best? I don't know if he's the best pound for pound, though, because... He didn't fight Mikey Garcia, though. He didn't have, as hard of an opponent as Terrence Crawford did. So it's I don't know that we're any closer to that answer.
It was Errol Spence, Mike.
Errol Spence, thank you. Terrence Crawford's also in that, in that conversation, I guess. And Terrence Crawford, I think it's Terrence Crawford that's fighting Amir Khan coming up soon.
Yeah, Terrence Crawford, the king of Nebraska. He's just in one of them weight classes where there's no competition. That's why he doesn't get the exposure he deserves.
Yeah, well, and that's also, when there's not the competition, you could say it that way, or you could also say he doesn't get tested the same. It's kind of like my Gonzaga Bulldogs. Can you justify the number 1 seed being that they don't face the toughest people in the conference? And basketball.
Oh, Donna Donnie. We got a little comment here for you, buddy. We'll see you next time. Never. No links, guys.
Oh, so thank you. Mikey running. Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao signed on with ONE FC. And they're talking about him doing a possible MMA match. And the name thrown out there is Takanori Gomi. That's who the president of ONE FC said he wants to see Manny face Takanori Gomi.
He signed with ONE FC and Ryzen?
Was it Ryzen? I don't know why I was thinking ONE FC. It was Ryzen, wasn't it? Was it Ryzen? Yeah, it was Ryzen.
Yeah, but he has shown up at ONE FC because he supports some of the Filipino fighters.
What's up, Arcade Chaos in the house? We are on fire because of you guys, and I seen people out there on Reddit upvoting my post and sharing this link on Reddit, and thank you for all the support. recently on Twitter. Michael Pauly, if you're out there, that guy has single-handedly made it his mission to grow the Fights with Friends Twitter. So if you're not following us on Twitter, if you're not in there, follow me at Fights W Friends. Just, if anything, seriously, just for all the effort that Michael Pauly has put in recently.
Mad props to Michael. He's a good dude too.
Yeah, he is, and he's got some really interesting posts too. He's a pretty hilarious guy, and see him on there. What's up, Dave Peterson in the house? PR Edgar Kiro says, I hope Adesanya doesn't show up to show off in a fight. I'm very confused by the odds, Billy, and I'm going to tell you why, and then I want to get your response. So we have Max Holloway coming in at almost a 2-1 favorite, about a 2-1 favorite against Dustin Poirier in a fight that I see as an absolute pick'em. And then you have Israel Adesanya versus Kelvin Gastelum. Last I seen, Kelvin Gastelum was only a minus 143 underdog. I feel like the odds, if I was the odds makers, I would have a Holloway and Poirier much closer odds. I feel like Israel Adesanya should be 2.5 to 1, if not 3 to 1 odds against Kelvin Gastelum. What's your thoughts on that, Billy?
I'm kind of on the same track as you. I will say that the reason Gastelum is only at 143 is because there's a lot of late money coming in for him. Similar to when he fought Bisping and similar to when he fought who was it? Did he beat Rockhold in his last fight? Who was his last fight?
Oh, Gastelum. He knocked out. Oh, he beat Ronaldo Souza by split decision.
Okay, well, it was the one fight that they won by knockout. But they're going off that, and then the reason Holloway's so far ahead is because championship hype, man. He's got the belt at 145. We've never seen Poirier win a main event. Holloway's proved he's the best. And if you watch the weigh-ins, 155 is Holloway's weight class. He should never go back to 145 ever again.
And I don't expect there to be much of an adjustment period for him at 155, but we're going to have to see, does he carry that power? And if Justin Gaethje couldn't take out Dustin Poirier, can Max Holloway? Oh my God, who is this asshole?
I got him.
All right, get the fook out of here. Oh, I've seen that person in here before, I think. Or a very similar name. Did you ban him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm pretty good.
Okay, I was going to say, just ban him completely. Yeah. So that looked like a familiar
Where's the other
name.
Where's Jason tonight? I haven't seen him yet.
Oh, Jason? Oh, I'm sure Jason will be in. All right.
Well, let's fight here. I'm going to give a quick shout out to my mom and little brother who are tuning in, supporting the cause. So what's up, guys?
All right. What's their names, Billy? Or do you want to say
my little
their
brother's
names? That's fine. Okay. Shout out to Billy's mom and brother.
Evan.
Kevin?
Evan.
Oh, Evan. All right. Shout out to Evan. Thanks for tuning in, Evan. Your brother's doing a beautiful job on the mic here lately.
So we're seeing highlights of the next two females walking in here.
Yeah, Polyana Botello and Lauren Mueller here at 115 pounds. There's just so much talent coming out. It's like you can have a fight card like this, 13 fights deep, and come out with the first fight like we just had, Brandon Davis versus Randy Costa. Maybe one of the best fights of the year. At least for how long it lasted. I don't think I'm overhyping that.
I don't think so.
All right, I'm gonna throw a trivia question out there, and if you have trivia questions throughout it too,
of course. You guys are lucky I'm not playing.
Yeah, Everybody, well, you got 1,000 points because you weren't playing yet earlier. Poliana Botella, fastest finish in UFC strawweight history, 33 seconds, 4 first-round finishes. But go ahead and update your browsers. And right before the bell, I will throw out the next trivia question.
Are we doing strictly MMA tonight on trivia?
If you have boxing, you can throw them out there or anything else. All the questions that I made so far are all MMA.
Okay.
And this is a focus-looking young lady here.
She got the Ronda Rousey look coming out to the octagon.
Yeah, she does. Who recently lost on WWE, and there's rumors out there. There was a WWE specialist on MMA Junkie, and don't worry, guys, I'm not going to go over to the dark side, but he was speculating that Ronda, that might have been her last time in WWE.
She broke her hand in the match. Remember how the pin looked all weird?
Yeah.
Because Ronda broke her hand.
Wow. Well, you know, that WrestleMania, I don't watch a lot of wrestling. That was very entertaining, though.
I'm sad to see that Brock is still no showing with the Dana meetings, though.
Really, I hadn't heard any updates on that. I just know that the one thing that everybody, MMA Junkie, and maybe I can understand these guys maybe aren't up as much on WWE, but you think they would be on his contract because of the link to the UFC. That big contract he signed with the WWE not too long ago has exemptions for him to go out and fight in the UFC and stay in the WWE. So I'm not sure what all the talk is about him leaving the WWE for the UFC, because that's not the case.
No, no, but you'd be happy that Dana says it's looking more and more like the summer heavyweight title fight might be Cormier and Miocic too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Dana said it. Like
30 years old. Lauren Mueller, 27. Reis is exactly the same. Oh, man, I really hope we see that fight. And let me throw out a trivia question real quick. From looking for a fight, remember the Dana White, right before Dana White Contender Series, this fighter recently bit his opponent. Bit him, I believe, on the nipple. It was just a few fights back. Poliana Botella, minus 155 favorite out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, 7-2. And I like the way that yellow and black looks together on the Reebok outfits. It's
the Brazilians.
Ronda's taking time off to start a family. Yeah, I've heard rumors of that. Lauren Mueller, she's a plus 135 underdog tonight, 5-1. She looks ripped. Looks like she's got some sunburn on her shoulders, though. You see all that redness?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, big time. I might be a little bit behind you here on Fight Pass. Because you're seeing stuff right before I see it.
Are you on Roku, too?
No, I got it on the laptop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Roku seems to be the fastest.
I think I'll switch to Roku.
What's up? Royce Gracie versus Shamrock was the longest fight I ever watched. Mine already started. Yep, I'm on it. What's up, Michael Pauly in the house? The Twitter king himself, as I was saying. Mueller with a nice 1-2 there. Oh, nice low leg kick there from Botella on the left, and a big right hand here from Mueller. Jab and a right hook, and from the action we've experienced in this first less than 2 rounds, it's really setting the stage for what could be an incredible night. I have that feeling. It's like that feeling is in the air. I don't know if it's like that energy boiling over from us not having MMA for a week. But big right hand there from Mueller. Spinning kick to the body there from Botella. I just feel like we're on the cusp of a night that we're going to remember for a long time, guys. Big right hook there from Mueller and a nice 1-2. Oh, Botella looks like she's kind of hinting at that little shovel elbow. I love. Oh, nice body kick for Botella. And I think she might have hurt Mueller with that. I think she might have got the liver. It's the
she wins, and oh yeah,
there.
big time. She's trying to attack it too.
Yeah, you seen that hesitation after that. It's like when a boxer throws that left hook to the body.
And there's no way to hide that pain. It's going to come out. You're going to grit your teeth, and you can't hide it.
Oh, there's some people. Yeah, and if you hit it just right, you can't do anything. Remember Anthony Pettis' body kicks in his prime? I'm devastating.
Dos Anjos, too. Dos Anjos stopped Cowboy with that shot.
Yeah, dude, it's absolutely brutal. 3 minutes left here in this first round. And this is where Botello wants to take this. I'm sure she's in the half guard of Mueller. Oh, and she's just throwing elbows and right hands here from the half guard. She's setting up a pass to mount, though. Here we go. Oh, and she took the back there for a minute. Oh, nice transition from Lauren Mueller there to bring it back to full guard. Yes, they are, Michael Paul. They are on fire for sure. Oh, Geeky Spartan, I'm sorry. Mickey Gal. I was the first one. I almost forgot about the trivia question. You are right. Geeky Spartan for 1,000 points. You got it, Sor. He bit Diego Sanchez, I believe, on the nipple in his last fight.
Yeah, that was disappointing that Mickey Gall did that.
Yeah, there's... I don't get... Oh, nice. Man, big elbows to the shoulder blade there from Botello. And technically, I believe those are 12-6 elbows. I guess they're okay if you get them on the shoulder.
Yeah, because they were definitely 12-6 elbows,
yeah.
100%.
Oh, and a nice knee to the body there, and they exchange knees. I wonder if she's seen that same redness on the shoulder because it looked like she's attacking it. If I see my opponent what look like a big sunburn like that, I mean, I'm just getting him on the ground and I'm stalked and slap. I'm just slapping that sunburn as hard as I can.
All's fair in love and war.
Oh, big right hand and a straight left from Botello. Yeah, there's enough things. I want another right hook from Botello. Yeah, there's enough things that, you know, aren't legal in MMA now that you got to use what is. Oh my!
A lot of people complain about foot stomps.
How in God's name are you a minute and 45 seconds ahead of me, Michael? I got 35 seconds left here in this second round. Michael's watching for the future.
Wow. He is way ahead of us.
Foot stomps for Botello here. Must have learned that from the king of the streets, Marco Huas. For those of you that haven't seen him yet, I have some old Valley Tudo CDs. Oh, big right hand from Botello. Some old Valley Tudo DVDs that I forgot I had bought about 15 years ago from Brazil. And the UFC, luckily, has not bought up the rights to them. I've been slowly releasing those and putting my own commentary over them. So if you look on my channel, there's 2 Marco Huas fights so far. One against Steve Jenham and the other one against Oleg Tiktarev.
Who you got taking that first round? Do I even have to ask?
Yeah, I gave it to Botello.
Right. All right, guys, in between rounds, I'll get an MMA trivia question out there. So go ahead and hit refresh real fast, and I'll give you guys an easy one, see if you guys get it quick. So I'll give you 5 more seconds. Go ahead and refresh. This legendary UFC fighter was submitted by Matt Hughes at UFC 60. Who was submitted by Matt Hughes at UFC 60? This legendary UFC Hall of Fame fighter, may I add.
Oh, good question. Somebody said his name a little while back in the chat, actually, just a few minutes back. Oh, wow. Big exchange. Sorry, Michael Paul. I have 450 left in the first round. I just seen your comment about that. Nice low leg kick there from Botello. And a side kick to the body here. Oh, nice spin kick to the body there from Botello. Botello just looks to be the much more talented fighter tonight.
I was interested to see Mueller's, when she went to the corner, see if they switched up the game plan, and she just doesn't seem comfortable yet. She's barely throwing any power into her punches and kicks.
Yeah, she did kind of a weird little grasp thing there in the middle of Botello's combination there, though. I like that. Do you see how she just grabbed her arm and hooked her in?
Yeah.
That's something you've seen with Ben Askren and Robbie Lawler. I liked how he kept on grabbing Ben Askren's hands and pulling him in and bunching him. That was a very effective method.
Michael Pauly, are you really in the third round already?
Oh, he can't be. He's messing with us.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way. We still have 3-some minutes to go here on mine.
Yeah. I think the referee is going to break him. I'm not sure. Botello landed some knees to the body there. Seth Sullivan's gonna. I have not seen the answer yet to the trivia question.
Oh.
Some good guesses.
I haven't been watching. It is not GSP and it is not BJ Penn.
Oh, big elbow from Mueller and a right hook there from Botello. And both girls exchange. And Botello gets the takedown.
BB Flip just got it. BBY Flip just got it.
Yep, I see that. Oh, Billy says I'm at 4 minutes. 4 minutes of the third round? I have 2:40 left in the second round.
Yeah. I have 2:45.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I have
It's
no
supposed to be
idea how in the world he's there. But
I live in the future, not you. Yeah,
maybe I'm just in denial that somebody can have that much of a faster connection than me. He must be on Google Fiber. Or Google
Get that 5G. Oh, he is messing
inside
with
the open guard.
He says he's at 4 minutes of the second round.
Oh, of the second round. I got a minute 50 left right now of the second round. So we're actually quite a bit ahead of you now.
He must have paused waiting for us and forgot.
Sorry. Oh, second round, 250. Okay, so you're close to us now. I'm at a minute 40 now. So I'll let you know when the round's over so we can sync up. Sorry, I didn't see your comment before. And I'll try to let you guys know more often because it's funner when we're synced up. Yeah.
Is there any way you could put a clock in there like what young Jamie does?
Oh, yeah, I need to do that now that I've got a new computer. My old computer, there's something called a window capture in OBS that's used for that. And my old computer, I think that was the deal with it. It was just having a hard time keeping up with everything. But I need to go back to it now that I have a more modern computer.
Nigel, what's up, buddy? We've only done 3 trivia questions, man. You're in time.
Nigel,
everyone only has.
House. Thank you for all the comments on my videos recently, Nigel. Thank you. Every time you guys are in there, I appreciate you guys watching. But yeah, make sure and leave a comment. Let everybody know. Give me your thoughts on the videos I'm posting. Nice right hook there from Mueller.
You see the total strikes? There's huge difference.
Yeah, this is a big fight for Botello right now. And Botello, misses the takedown. They're going for the right hand there. Oh, nice little back fist there from Mueller, but Botello coming back with the combination here. Mueller's definitely putting hands on her. Botello's she just seems a lot sharper tonight, at least so far.
She looks comfortable in there. She doesn't seem worried at all.
Yeah, well,
See,
she
looks...
didn't. Yeah. That was a nice elbow there from Mueller, but yeah, she didn't accidentally get stuck in the tanning machine like Lauren did apparently.
These fights are in Georgia, right?
Oh, we're in between rounds now. Sorry, Michael Pyle. I'll let you know when it starts. I'm on Ethernet Fire Stick. Nice. Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia. Did you listen to the Joe Rogan interview with Herb Dean? I believe it was Thursday.
No, I got sucked into watching Alex Jones on the Sam Tripoli podcast.
I haven't watched Sam Tripoli. I've only heard the name. Huh.
It was Sam Tripoli with Eddie Bravo and Alex Jones. It was pretty crazy.
I might have heard Sam Tripoli on. I might have heard him on Rogan before.
Yeah, he's one of Joe Rogan's comedian buddies. He's all into the conspiracy theories, though.
Yeah, I knew the name. I'm sure if I heard him, I'd probably I'm right. I'm going to tell you when the round starts. Tell Michael right now. 4:55 left. Low leg kick there from Botello. Oh, she's really beating those legs of Mueller, Botello is. Oh, nice exchange there. I think Mueller's probably got to know that she needs a finish here. Oh, another nice low leg kick there from Botello. And the Brazilians, I mean, they've been so far ahead for so long. Like I was talking about the Marco Ruas fights that I've been posting here recently, and I'll continue to post those Vale Tudo fights. But I remember talking to a Brazilian kid when I was in high school, and he was talking about how in their living rooms over there, a lot of kids he said, where you would have Nintendo, he goes, you have Nintendo, we have a punching bag.
I believe it.
Yeah, and this is, 20 to 25 years ago. Around the start of the UFC.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know. Thank you, Michael. Herb defended his position very well. Yes, he did. I really like Herb. I watched Herb have to catch up on the Tinfoil podcast later. Time is the fighting. They're fighting right now. 53 like up in here. Thank you very much, everybody watching. Anybody who hasn't hit that thumbs up, please hit that thumbs up. If you're new here, I'd like to invite you to subscribe and join the Fights Your Friends family. We'd love to have you.
Pace is definitely slowed down in the third round, though.
Yeah, exchange of knees here. And something Herb Dean talked about in that interview is Joe Rogan asked him, he said, do commissions give you suggestions? Do they tell you? He said, oh, they give me more than suggestions. He said basically he would go into fights and they would tell him if there is any inaction, break him. He said he went to one that said to penalize the fighters if they took a step backwards. And he's like, I'm going to ref. If you like me, you'll have me back. If not, I guess not.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm hoping that was a while ago that one happened.
Yeah, I think so. And it was in another country. I can't remember exactly where it was. Nice 1-2 there from Mueller and Botello with the leg kick there. Mueller in the clinch here. But Mueller, you would think, has to need a finish. I tried to look up the judges online that were going to be for this event, and I could not find it.
Don't they have to legally post that, though?
Yeah, but you probably have to know where to find it. And I'm just Googling UFC 235 judges, so I got to find... If somebody has a better source for that, let me know. I am really not liking the way Google searches are manipulated now.
Okay, so Seth Sullivan, what was your old name that you changed to your real name from? What am I missing here?
Nice. You're coming on here at the low leg kicks of her own now. she's limping a little on those ankles, but she's landing some big shots and a body kick. We might have a comeback coming on here. Left hook from Mueller. There's that pissed off look. Big 1-2 from Mueller. She's got the Ronda Pouty face on for sure right now, and a knee from Botelho. Botelho going down. Mueller catches her with a knee and a right hook, and lands a big kick and knocks Botelho down. Mueller coming forward like a zombie right now, and there's the mistake. Mueller goes into the guard of Botelho, and that may be it right there. Huge mistake there by Mueller. She should have called for Botelho to get back up. This is Botelho's ground, and Mueller just derailed her own comeback. Absolutely, possibly the biggest mistake of Mueller's career, possibly right there, because she had a ton of momentum. Big right hand there from Mueller, and she just committed possibly career suicide right there. If she doesn't see another spot in the UFC, it's because she went down to the ground here.
Breathe.
Landing some short elbows and right hooks here, but I know, sorry, I make it hard to get a word in edgewise, Billy.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I'm trying to adjust to having other people on the show. So.
We should know how to predict each other by now, though, you know?
Yeah, we're definitely getting there. We'll have to, this next fight, let's do like we did with one. You want to go back and forth and do, I'll do a round and you do a round?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find out who Seth Sullivan is.
Is this a guessing game?
Well, I just read his comments. His real name now. I didn't know who he was before. Oh, he was Geeky Spartan. Okay, I got it.
Oh,
I'm on the same page.
I noticed that. I noticed still have the same icon there. I was like, yeah, and you got and he's a moderator, so yeah. I just wasn't paying attention to the chat.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good that there's some other mods in here. I don't have to worry about the links no more.
Yep, should have kept it.
Eat them up, Mod. Do you give that last round to Mueller, possibly? Or
I would.
A full sweep?
I would. I got a 29-28 Botelho.
Okay. Digging Bruce Buffer's suit tonight, though. Definitely looking better.
Oh, definitely. And all three judges have it the same way that I had it, 29-28 Botelho. So first time we hear from the judges tonight, and it seems that they got one right. We've had some horrible judging recently. Hopefully Atlanta, is better than Wichita was.
Oh my God, that was bad.
That's got to be the worst judging I've ever seen. And here's the middleweight rankings. Robert Whittaker, of course, the champion. Number 1, Yoel Romero was injured. He was supposed to fight here recently. Luke Rockhold's ranked number 2. Jacare Souza number 3. And then we have number 4 and number 5 fighting tonight. Adesanya and Gastelum. Obviously, those will be updated after tonight's fight.
Don't let those catch you off guard, though, because the champion's out, hurt. And then number 1, Romero's also hurt. And then Rockhold's a light heavyweight now. So Adesanya and Gastelum, besides Jacare, are the 2 most deserving of a title shot. So don't let those rank back to you.
Yeah, I don't understand why Rockhold's still in there, for one. And also, even if he was at 185, I don't understand why he would still be ranked number 2.
Yeah, because all he beat was David Branch, right?
Yeah. And David Branch, looked like absolute garbage lately. Wyatt Matheson called that one. He's like, he said that his career was over, and he looked horrible in this last fight.
Yeah, he got Jack Hermanson, though, a main event slot against Jacare. So,
yeah.
At least he, yeah.
That's a quick turnaround for Hermanson, but I guess he didn't get a whole lot of work in, so.
Yeah, it was a pretty fast fight, you're right.
What's up, comedic
So
genius
going
in the
into
house? E. Judd, how you doing? Nuno SD. Time is the fight. Fights are on right now. We're just in between. Jackson versus you. You want to try the pronunciation on that one?
Sokamahate. Of course you'd give me this fight.
Of course. I'll let you call it first round on this one.
No, just be aware. I'm about 10 seconds behind you, so you're going to see stuff before me.
All right. No problem.
For once, my internet.
Okay. Well, I'll sync up with you then.
Okay. I got it. I got to try to turn the sound down low. I got to hear this guy's name once.
So when it's about to start, I'll pause it and then you let me know when it starts.
Okay.
Montel Quick Jackson and Andre the Asian sensation Sukhamath.
Sukhamath?
That's
Am I saying that right?
I don't know. I was hoping
Sukhamath.
Megan O'Leary was going to say his name, so Bruce Buffer will though.
What is she talking about?
I'm not sure. I agree with you. What's up, Gary Richards? Luke is definitely ranked too high. He's not fighting at 205 again, though. Or at 185, excuse me.
Yeah, he's got his first 205 fight scheduled against Jan Blachowicz, I believe. I think that's who he's fighting.
Yeah, I believe so. And somebody just said Khabib is online asking Dana for shares.
Mm-hmm.
What? On Instagram. Khabib just posted on Instagram asking Dana for shares. Oh, it's hilarious.
I gotta hear this.
And I refuse to let the attention whore hijack our night, though. So it's going to be a corner-free zone tonight. Somebody wants to talk about it, and the only way to do that is by dropping a super chat, and then we have to talk about it. What's up, Shivkovsky? I cannot show video. It's just the play-by-play, but Billy here is pretty good, and I'm getting better as the days go on.
All right, let's try this name again, guys. Everybody with me. Andre. We're just going to call him Andre. How about that? I'm going to make an executive decision.
8 out of 11 wins by finish.
He's like Cher. He just has one name.
So we're going to switch back and forth here between rounds, guys. One of us is the lead commentator, and then one of us to kind of fill in blanks. So Billy will be the lead on this round. And we'll
so on my feed, Mike, I got Andre praying, walking into the octagon. I know you got to be at least 10 seconds ahead of me, right?
I have Montel Jackson walking down right now.
Yeah, I just cut to Montel Jackson walking in.
Okay, so yeah, still about 10 seconds off, it looks like.
Yeah.
So let me pause for about 10 and just count to 10. We'll see how scientific that is.
All right. And if anyone else wants to sync up with me, your time to clock. It should. Paused on mine.
Oh, that was strange. My pause wasn't working. All right, well.
Please, what is the fight in UK time? What do you mean? Well, whatever time right now is.
We're watching the fights right now. They're coming down to the cage.
I'm guessing it's midnight right now, so the prelims are on at midnight, and then the main card's going to start at 2 a.m. your time? That's just a guess, though.
Yeah, I don't remember where they're at. Hey, Siri, what time is it in the UK? Yeah, you are exactly right, Billy. It is 12:13 midnight here.
Boom. Public education, guys. What's up?
So they are 8 hours ahead of us. What's up, comedic genius in the house? Feel bad for Ferguson. I don't think Ferguson's still injured. He's just had something going on mentally, as have several
Yeah.
fighters. That was the conversation of MMA Junkie yesterday, talking about CTE in the sport. Of course, what's going on with Matt Hughes. Now BJ Penn having issues outside of the cage, and also Tony Ferguson. And you got to kind of wonder, hopefully not, but maybe this is just the first sign starting to come forward of a new sport, and you got to think maybe the Fertitas got out just in time.
Well, yeah, if you go back to the football part with CTE, there's been a lot of abusive and, deranged thoughts made by, people struck with the CTE, Junior Seau was a telltale story.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it would be dumb to think that these guys could continue to get hit in the head forever and not show any effects of it.
Right.
So for whatever reason, I am not able to pause Fight Pass.
Really?
Not on my Roku.
I am, but fine.
When I use my arrows and things, nothing even comes up. It's strange. Oh, you're on PC though, right?
Yeah, it lets me pause immediately.
Yeah, on PC it usually does, but yeah, I don't know why. Montel Jackson minus 600 favorite. Jesus, 7-1 out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Bantamweight's here, and of course, there is a bantamweight belt up. Have you heard this, Billy? There are some issues going on at bantamweight.
Yeah, just a little bit. Cejudo and Reis is still on tap, though, correct?
Who and Reis?
Cejudo?
Oh, Cejudo and Reis, yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think that one's signed. All right, so Billy's going to call this first round. I'll fill in some blanks in between. Unfortunately, I was unable to sync up with you. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I'll throw my timeout, guys. I'm at 4:55 round one with Jackson and Andre. We'll just go with that. Andre with a left leg kick starts it out early. They seem to be sizing each other up here. Quick feint there from Andre. Backs away. Another low leg kick from Andre. Sokamatath.
And flip one. I want to see Connor versus Cowboy.
Oh, I think everyone does. Missed head kick, left hand from Jackson. He does a low blow, but the ref doesn't call it. So they go back. Misses a punch there from Andre. Pretty slow start to this after the first two fights. Front push kick from Andre. Not landing. Very tentative two fighters, if you ask me.
Well, we're only a minute into this one. I think maybe we got a little spoiled by those first two fights.
I think so. Uppercut from Jackson grazes him, but not doing much damage. As they still are just circling each other here in the center of the octagon. And I believe our referee in this fight is Jason Herzog, correct?
Yes, it is. He's a native of Atlanta, so I think looks like he's going to be refereeing maybe every single match.
Missed left hand from Jackson. And I did not catch what country Andre's from. I know it's Eastern European, right? Kazakhstan, possibly?
I don't remember. I didn't catch it either. Yeah, that's certainly not a Wisconsin name, though.
Right. With Jackson training out of Milwaukee. Jackson's trying to establish that right jab. At least establish his reach on Andre. But Andre's got that like old Russian fighter stance where he holds his hands up stiff right in front of his chin. Doesn't bring him down very low. Good defense from that fighter. And Jackson has the more open karate style stance. So we'll see which way dictates the pace as we go further into this fight. Another low leg kick from Andre. Answered back this time from Jackson.
And they're showing Andre Arlovsky versus Olenek next week. Remember, that's going to be from Russia, so it's going to start I believe the main card will start at 10 a.m. Pacific.
Breakfast with the UFC next week.
Yes, that one's going to be an early one for me. I'll have to start work about midnight or 1 in the morning.
Oh, those are fun podcasts when you're that sleep deprived. No one's doing a lot of damage. They're just kicking each other back and forth, filling out the reach and the distance control here. No one's really committing to anything, taking any chances. Missed body kick there by Andre. Bounce back by Jackson. And they leg kick each other. It's been the story of this first round is leg kick, leg kick. Leg kick, leg kick. With 1:40 to go here in the first round.
All right, so now I'm just about 7 seconds off of you. So.
Okay.
Oh, nice combination there for Jackson.
That's the most energy we've seen in this fight so far. Oh, big right hand from Jackson. And he's got Andre against the fence, trying to go for the double leg takedown here, trying to get wrist control behind him. And he's got the one leg hook now. He's going for the single leg takedown. Switch to the single leg. He's going to lift him up and slam Andre down to the ground. Jackson gets into the half guard, trying to move to side control here. And it looks like a wrist control battle there in the bottom as Andre hooks the right leg of Montel Jackson. With 50 seconds here to go in the first round, Andre's going to try to wall walk and get back to his feet. Jackson's going to try to pull him back down, but Andre's able to get back up as they're now in the clinch against the fence. Andre's trying to transition and switch positions with 37 seconds to go.
Yeah, great job of standing back up. No link. Sorry, it's on Fight Pass.
Couple knees there from Jackson. Still having control, and he gets another takedown, and he falls right into side control this time. Let's see what he can do with it. Only 20 seconds to go, though. See the defense from the ground for Andre. He's doing the right things. He's hooking Jackson's arms. He's just going to ride this out as we go under 10 seconds. Here we go. But with those two takedowns, Jackson clearly is going to win this first round just on points. And there we go, into the first.
Yeah, absolutely. Easy first round there for Jackson. Amazing that he's a 6-1 favorite, but I mean, no argument from that first round. Big slam there, you see on the replay. And that was a modification of a judo throw and wrestling. So he's got some catch wrestling back in his background, it looks like. Or he's been definitely training with some catch wrestling. Because those were two catch wrestling moves.
Yeah, and he was moving like it looks like that was when he was his most comfortable. He settled down. Striking, he was tentative and not, just throwing some single leg kicks here and there. But once he got him against the cage and tried to go takedowns, you saw the momentum turn up for Jackson. So let's see if he goes back to the takedown offense and tries to make this a point-based fight.
All right, 48 of you in here. Anybody who hasn't hit that thumbs up, please hit that thumbs up. And if you're new here, please subscribe to Fights of Friends. We do every major UFC, pretty much every UFC, major Bellators, major boxing. Also been posting street fights recently where I commentate over the top of that and some other, some Valley Tudo, everything fighting. Think everything fighting. Nice low leg kick there from Sukatham and a straight left from Jackson.
This is your round, Mike. Go ahead and take the reins.
Sukatham goes for the Superman punch there, misses. Nice low leg kick there from Sukatham. I got 4:20 left in this second round. Nice right hook there from Jackson. Oh, nice knee to the body there from Jackson.
Andre's fighting like he's stuck in the mud, just real tentative. He won't pull the trigger.
What's up, Dave Peterson? Says Dutch guy in the house. I didn't see Dutch guy. No, this is Billy in the house.
Yeah, I've been trying to get a hold of Dutch guy for over a week, and I can't get a hold of him.
Nice low leg kick from Jackson. Yeah, he said he was working like 24 hours straight the other day, and then I wonder if he passed out. They've been having some major security issues over there in Netherlands ever since that shooting about a week ago. Maybe it's been a couple weeks ago now.
They were having other problems with their electronic equipment too before that, so it's been rough for Dutch guy for like the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, nice low ankle kick there from Jackson, a straight right hand. And yeah, you're definitely beginning to see why Jackson is a 6-1 favorite, straight right there. Sukatham, throwing some low leg kicks out there of his own, but just doesn't seem to have the same firepower as Jackson. Now he's going for it, goes for the overhand right, but Jackson counters with the left and nice knees to the body. I want to see some more of that catch wrestling from Jackson. He's got some like hybrid judo wrestling throws is the best I can describe it. So that's why I said
he seems to have
with some catch wrestling. Oh, nice elbow from Jackson on the break.
Beautiful. He needs to punk Andre. Jackson needs to punk him in this, He needs to just straight take his manhood in this cage right now because Andre's not doing nothing. He needs to take him down and close this fight out.
Yeah, because Sukatham with a nice exchange there. Actually, Jackson land the right hand there and they clinch. Oh, Jackson. Oh, big shots from Jackson. Lefts and rights. Nice big left hook up top. Oh, and he is unloading on Sukatham right now.
Just what the doctor ordered. Go
Big
make
1,
this
2.
money.
Oh, and a big right hand here from Jackson or knee to the body. Oh, big right hand from Jackson. And if Montel Jackson, big left hook, if he has the power to knock Sukatham out, he's going to do it right here. If he doesn't, he may not have a lot left in the gas tank because he's throwing everything right now.
He's landing, though. This is a beautiful thing to watch.
Oh, he landed
Poor
a
Andre
lot of shots here. And you don't take him out with the head. You know what they say, kill the body and the head will fall.
Okay.
It's an old boxing term.
All right. Makes sense, I guess, yeah. Kill the body, head will fall, I get it.
He's been doing Russian spy steps as comedic genius. Oh, Jesus. Speaking of that, I know it's not exactly related to... Oh, nice throw here from Jackson into the guard of Sukatham. I know I'm saying that wrong, but they just shouldn't do that to us. Just shorten that up. No. 48 in here still watching. Thank you. What's up, Jonathan Day? Can you summarize the previous fight? Who won and lost? Just joined the stream. Thanks. 30 seconds left in this round, and I will give you an update here in between rounds. And then my guest commentator, Billy here, you know him as BHuman498, and the username will take it over. Well, it was. Now you use your name, I think, on there.
Yeah, and it was Bruins 498.
Bruins 498. What did I say?
Be human. You do this every time. It's all good. I still love you.
I swear there was a Be Human at one time. Oh, wow. Comedic genius.
Yeah, go on.
All right, I'm going to wrap it up here real quick for what's happened so far. First fight candidate for fight of the night. I would say Brandon Davis defeats Randy Costa. Randy Costa came out on fire both rounds. Brandon Davis eventually was able to get his back 1 minute and 12 seconds of the second round, though, and sunk in the choke, rear naked choke for his submission. And Poliana Botello defeated Lauren Mueller by unanimous decision. We are now going to the third round at 135 pounds. Montel Jackson versus Sukatham. I don't know. What was the first name on him? Andre Sukatham. That's not how you pronounce that, but that's the best. Oh, and there it is. Daniel Cormier is talking about those catch wrestling throws there.
We'll call him Andre the Not So Giant.
All right, third round, and they touch gloves, third and final round. And Andre with a low leg kick here. Jackson with the straight right. Oh, nice 1-2 here for Jackson. We'll see if Jackson's able to finish this. I think he kind of has to, being a 6-1 favorite if he doesn't get this finish. Oh, and that is a low one. Wow. Andre goes up for a head kick, and Jackson catches him with a
Yeah.
groin kick as he's going up. So his leg was extended all
Okay.
the way up. Let's watch the replay here. Oh, that is the worst position. Oh, he must have caught him. Must have caught him right in the taint there, comedic genius. Literally looked like, yeah, that was a really low one. But I mean, anything in that area.
See, back from this, huh? He's crying a little bit.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
I
all
mean,
right, Andre.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I mean, he's been getting it handed to him this entire fight. Oh, he's gonna go back in there though. He's a tough guy. He has had up to 5 minutes. Took, I think, less than a minute probably.
Yeah, comedic genius. Yeah, we're doing trivia.
Oh, nice
We'll do a
combination
couple more
from
questions.
Sukatham. Oh, and he gets the takedown. He seems to be fired up now. Jackson reverses it, though, ends up in mount. 4:20 left here in the third round. Nice elbow from Jackson from the top.
Beautiful transition. God, that was clean.
Nice left hooks here from Jack. Oh, he is unloading with the ground and pound. This is a horrible position for Andre. This may be the end here for Andre. Big elbows, big left hooks. Oh, Jackson is just playing with his food right now.
Andre finally got him down to the ground in a beautiful transition. Just, you can see it broke Andre. It broke his will.
Yeah,
Jackson's going to have
to the temple. Yeah, he had a little burst of adrenaline. I think probably just, angry after getting hit with that low blow. And then that big adrenaline dump, and it's like he got taken down. He's like, now he's done, or got reversed on, excuse me, after getting the takedown. So I don't expect big movement out of this one at 135 pound, but Montel Jackson, definitely, a top prospect at bantamweight. I mean, he's not going to be looking, at a title eliminator anytime soon. But that division is wide open, as we mentioned.
He's got a big ladder to climb before he gets a title shot.
Oh, he's going for a Kimura here is Jackson. Oh, and nice body shots, hammer fists, and right hooks and elbows to the body here from Montel Jackson. And I think Sukatham thought about tapping to the body shots there in the ground and pound here. He's
holding on for what it's worth. I mean, Jackson's having his way, though.
220. Nigel Liotta says nut shot. Yep, yes it was. I have a trivia question for you guys in between. I guess we can do it in round. And Bill, you'll have to let me know when somebody gets it though here. If you know the answer, I guess. I didn't give you the trivia questions because I thought we were gonna have Dutch guy. This former Tough One contender has recently revived his career in bare knuckle boxing. He actually won on the last bare knuckle boxing card. He was one of the fighters on Ultimate Fighter Season 1. Rose by Murder. What's up, Arcade Chaos? By the way, for those of you who don't know, Arcade Chaos also has a channel. He doesn't really speak about it much. So those of you guys that are veterans, don't be shy. I'm fine with it. Let people know that you guys have a channel out there. I appreciate you guys supporting the cause, and definitely don't be shy about that. Arcade Chaos likes to play retro video games. I was watching him live streaming the other day. Nice hammer fist here from Montel Jackson.
I haven't seen anyone get the trivia question right yet.
Do you know it?
Yeah.
I figured you did.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's. I've actually talked to this guy recently about coming on the show, but I've tried with him several times and something hasn't worked out. Main event will be after 12. So Arcade Chaos. Oh, so Gotham going for an armbar here. Last ditch effort. Right hand over the top from Montel Jackson and short elbows. Oh, these are big short elbows. He could put on the gas here. I think Jackson maybe could have put on the gas and finished it here. Knees to the body. And some short elbows, but it looks like Andre will survive.
Barely.
Domination from bell to bell from Montel Jackson. Not able to get the finish, though.
He dominated him, though, from the jump, so...
Yeah, and sometimes you can't fault a guy because some guys are just so too tough for their own good. And, I mean, obviously he's got some power. I mean, he landed some big shots.
And we have one more on Fight Pass, then we're going to switch to Big ESPN.
And we should be, I imagine, we should be synced up then.
Yeah. Because then I won't have to use the laptop.
Although you're on PC and I'm on Roku, so we'll see if there is any difference. So if we're not, Trevin going, oh, still nobody's got the answer here. So I'm going to give everybody a couple more seconds here.
It's just one clue. If you give them one clue, they'll get it.
Uh-oh. Oh, that was strange.
What's up?
Oh, I'm receiving some video output low. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. So I apologize if there's some freezing here, guys.
Mine's been buffering the whole time, my stream.
Oh, crap.
I thought maybe we were struggling tonight.
Mike's a better sportscaster than Rogan. I don't know about that, but thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Is it just the video that's buffering? Or is the audio good?
I don't have the audio on because we're talking to each other.
Yeah, I was just curious if anybody... It is not Artem Lobov. It's a season one fighter. He was not in the main event. Get the fook out of here, Kimi Makin. And Arcade Chaos has got it. It is Chris the Crippler Lieben. I reached out and congratulated him, and hoping to have him on the show. He's promised me a couple times. I'm almost to the point of begging here, Chris.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
He is one of my favorite fighters. Very busy guy, though. Also has a young child in the house, and just I know, the life of a fighter is very busy. And he got screwed recently out of $90,000 from another bare knuckle fighting organization that went under. And Boss Rutan, he made a video of this. I don't know if you've seen this. He said Boss Rutan kept on telling him, you're going to get your money. I know this guy. I trust him. And I would trust Boss Rutan. But apparently Boss Rutan misjudged this guy because he ripped everybody off. Edward Chaos, $10 donation. Thank you very much, sir. Well, I always enjoy having you in here. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Hey, and we have the green light on the stream house. So that's how it is. The more people donate, the healthier the stream gets.
There you go.
Let's try that theory. Now, thank you so much, Edward Chaos. I appreciate $10 of his hard-earned money. But to give a hand to Edward.
I updated the HD settings, and mine's running smooth now.
All right. Well, I had green light here for a second, and now I'm back down to the red where it says video output low. So the video might be buffering. Hopefully the audio is right on, though. My stream started buffering as soon as you said you had a question. Oh, of course. Oh, man.
Got a good fight next up. Belal Muhammad and Curtis Millender.
What's up, Adam from Allen? Thank you for coming in. Arcade says WTF. My connection is not good today. Oh, sorry about that. Let me see if there's anything I can do about that. I don't know that I can do a whole lot during the stream. Oh, crap. Well, that didn't do it. Oh, it says we're still streaming. Okay. Okay, guys. Don't leave me. Oh, crap.
You're still streaming. We're good.
Well, it says stream complete, and it just stopped.
Yeah, it turned off. No, me and you can only hear each other.
Now it says stream resumed.
Now they're in here too, the bastards.
All right, Belal Muhammad, yes, and this should give us a better connection. Reconnection successful. This should get us back up. So I know what it is, though, Billy. It is, it's my WinScribe running in the background that I'm going to have to use for the pay-per-view. Big cut there for Belal Muhammad, my VPN. Left eye bleeding for Belal Muhammad. I'm not sure if he got caught with a finger or what happened there. Better stream. Yes, this should be much better. I still have red on my side here, but oh, nice left hook there from Belal Muhammad. That's a lot of blood streaming from that eye, though. Another left hook. Oh, and I lost Billy, though. I think we good now. Thank you. So I'm going to call you right back here, Billy. So I know what it was. Nice low leg kick there from Muhammad. He lands a straight right and a left hook. 2:10 left here in the first round. Two minutes left here in the first round. Muhammad going for the takedown again. This is a pretty even match so far between Belal Muhammad and Curtis Millender. Minute and 50 seconds left in the first round. Well, I know what it was, Billy.
What was it?
Well, I had a VPN on while I'm streaming, and so I turned it off. But
my stream is not loading.
Oh, were you guys still? Somebody said it was stream. Oh, I'm still having buffering issues. Oh man, this may crap.
I think it might be.
I'm going to cut the stream for a minute and come back. I apologize, everybody. Just look for the stream. It should come like right back on. Wow, it was hard to call. I was having a hard time because of the buffering. I believe Belal Muhammad had it, but I'm going to cut the stream and start. Oh wait, I might have. Dude, it says stream offline for me. Okay, so.
Huh.
And now I just reset it. So now I'm on yellow.
Okay. Let me click live, see if that happens.
So it should be, yeah, hit F5 to update. Oh, yeah, my video quality is much better on my screen now. So if you refresh now, I think you should have good video.
Yep, mine's running smooth now.
Mine looks about a million times better right now. Yeah, everybody just refresh. Unfortunately, we may run into that issue again during the pay-per-view portion. I'm not sure. Nice straight left there from Curtis Millender because we'll have to go back to... Yeah, I'll have to go back to my VPN. Oh, nice right hand and a left hook there from Curtis Millender.
Who was the favorite in this fight? Do you remember?
It was very close odds. I don't remember right off. I just won 2 there for Millender. I think Millender might have been... It was very close.
Yeah.
I think it was almost a pick'em.
I think you're right.
Oh, I'm on a phone. No, it wasn't just you. It was everybody was had a freeze there. It was on my side on my internet. Oh, and I lost some people, so that sucks. I apologize for that. Hopefully we get people back in. I understand if people lost patience with that.
Yeah, it's running so much better now, though.
Yeah,
much
that's the
better.
first time I've ran with a VPN, and apparently it takes a ton of bandwidth.
Yes, so, huh?
Yeah, Belal was paying $1.60, Millender $2.25. I had to restart my Wi-Fi on YouTube. Sorry about that. Can you refresh your ESPN stream?
What?
I'm not. See if you can sync up. I cannot pause my fight. I'm on my Fight Pass. I cannot pause at all. But now it's not buffering at all, Mike. Sweet. It's round 2. Yeah, that's what I got. They're about to start round 2, Michael Pauly.
Mine too.
All right, here we go. Round 2. I got 450 now in the second round.
In the chats, am I echoing?
Oh, are we synced up now?
Say your time one more time.
I'll tell you when I'm at 435 right now.
Nope. I'm 8 seconds behind you.
All right, so still about the same here. Belal Muhammad going for the takedown here. Millender had a good takedown defense. Muhammad with a lot of blood coming out of his eye. This is your round for the lead if you want to take the rest of it, though, Billy.
All right. If anyone wants to sync up with me, I'm at 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Muhammad has the clinch against Curtis here, against the cage, against the body armor ad. And he's working hard for that takedown, but is it Millender or Millender?
Millender.
Millender, okay. So Muhammad's got the single leg on Millender. Just doesn't seem right to say that, but okay. Good elbow on the break from Belal Muhammad. And you can see the size differential between these two men, but Muhammad's being aggressive, lands a good left hook. Low leg kick there from Curtis Millender.
Oh,
another one.
Millender is huge at that weight.
He's giant. It's crazy. Goes for the flying knee, kind of grazes him. Not much damage there, though. Left hook, though, from Belal Muhammad.
Yeah, I've talked about how big he was for this weight before.
Yep.
I don't remember how tall he is, but huge guy.
All right. A little over 3 minutes left to go here in the round number 2. Overhand right miss there by Belal. Good left hook, though. Makes Millender stand up straight. He tries to fire back. He's standing flat-footed, Mike, if you see this, so Millender could get knocked out if he gets caught on the chin.
Thank you for the update, Denise. Oh, Michael's asking, where are you at, Billy?
I'm at 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Okay, so somehow I got about 10 seconds ahead of you now, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah, and like I said, sorry, I have no idea why I cannot pause.
I'd say just, since you're the one ahead, Mike, just take it, and then when I switch to ESPN, I should be caught up with you. And I can sync up no matter what on that one. So just go ahead.
I got 2:05 left in the round here. Belal Muhammad with the takedown inside the half guard of Curtis Millender. And speaking of cutting a lot of weight, Curtis Millender is huge for this weight. Another guy fighting tonight is really big for his weight. Moving up a weight class, the blessed one, Max Holloway. We'll see how he adjusts to his new weight, and that is, man, he's got a huge challenge ahead of him. Good ground and pound here from Belal Muhammad. Nice elbows and some left hands from up top. Yeah, he did need that takedown. Millender seems to dominate when they stand, and Muhammad has the better takedowns, and he's had some great ground and pound. Nice left hands from the top here from Belal Muhammad. Davis was big tonight. What's happening with TJ's belt? Oh, TJ gave his belt up when it was announced immediately, and Henry Cejudo and Marlon Moraes will be fighting for the title. Belal Muhammad trying to pass guard here. Lands a couple of left hooks up on the top of Millender. Oh, and he's just about past the... Oh, great job of Millender to pull him back there. But that's about all he's been able to do on the ground. Curtis Millender has literally looked like a fish out of water here on the ground. And a nice left hook and a big elbow from the top from Belal Muhammad. Went down to the body one, and then a couple more right hands up top. Oh, nice left hand and a big elbow. 20 seconds left in the round. Muhammad really mixing it up with nice shots to the body. Oh, and short elbows here. Another short elbow. And Belal Muhammad, wow, this is almost a 10-8. This is a really dominating round for Belal Muhammad.
I could see a 10-8 actually in this round. Curtis has done nothing.
Yeah,
besides
I wouldn't argue with 10-8 at all. Millender is definitely a stand-up guy. Smoke. Yeah, they are 135 pounders. So, thank you, Dave Peterson. 44 people back in here. Thank you for that. Sorry for the freeze earlier. We may run in, hopefully, cross your fingers that we don't run into buffering during the pay-per-view portion of this, but it is, we'll see. Hopefully what I did will fix that. Mark Paul says, I don't see 10-8. I said I wouldn't have scored at 10-8, Michael Paul. I scored at 10-9 on my scorecard, but it was pretty dominating, and a lot of these judges, there really seems to be a lot of leniency from judge to judge.
And not exactly, Michael Pauly. It doesn't have to be total domination. It's just if you win the complete round, they're taught now to give 10-8 rounds more and more.
Yeah, it is not total domination anymore. You're right, under the new rules. Nice low leg kicks by Curtis Millender. He's really hitting the back of the Achilles of Belal Muhammad. As long as he can keep it standing. Oh, nice knee there from Millender, stopping the takedown finally here from Belal Muhammad. Millender really needs this round. Muhammad lands a straight right over Millender's leg kick there and a right uppercut from Muhammad. Nice left hook from Belal Muhammad. And I believe... somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Ramadan starts at sundown today. So I think Belal Muhammad, this is about the last time he can fight. Nice left hook and a right hand. Oh, and goes for the takedown. Well, I guess he continue to fight. Oh, and he gets a big takedown there and big elbows. I believe it is they can't eat. You can't eat from sun up to sundown.
And it's hard to train when you're not nutrition's not on point, yeah.
No. Yeah, definitely. And that's, one of the reasons Khabib, obviously, he's suspended throughout, so.
What's up, Torrin Brown? Good to see you, buddy.
Hate this PC crap.
Are these streaming on ESPN Plus as well? These prelims?
I don't know. I don't think so. What's up, Zoltan Jose? Billy is beating me in the staring contest right now.
Right. I'm undefeated.
Yeah, I have all kinds of issues when I put somebody else's video in there when I do these live streams. Although I probably could do it now that I'm running off of the Roku, but the issues I've been having today with bandwidth, it's probably a good thing we didn't.
Yeah, we'd have to test that out before we start the stream.
Yeah. Oh, big left hooks here from the top from Belal Muhammad. Again, inside the half guard of Curtis Millender. 2:25 left in the fight, and this has been all Belal Muhammad once against the ground. Millender's got to work on that takedown defense.
He's quickly running out of time, though. He needs a finish, and he needs it now.
And he's not going to get it from on his back because he has pretty much 0 submissions. Zoltan says, I think Adesanya is not ready for Gastelum and won't get smushed.
Is that Dutch guy calling you?
Yeah, but I can't have 2 Skype on
Dude.
at once.
Dude, I will let the Dutchman take over.
Oh, big left hooks and right hands here from Belal Muhammad. All right, well, we'll...
All right, guys, I'll see you here in the chat. I'm gonna
okay, I'll call him again here in a minute. All right, a minute and 30 seconds left in this third. All right, thank you, Billy.
See you guys a little later.
All right. All right, 120 left in this third round, and we'll get Dutch guy in here. Switching out commentators. Thank you, Billy. All right, 105 left in this third round. 49 people watching. What's up? And from the Amsterdam, weighing in at 210 pounds. Undefeated in kickboxing, undefeated OBS master from the Netherlands, my brother, the Dutch guy. What is up, man?
What is up, man, with the plan? The king of the team.
I missed you, brother. Belal Muhammad hooks in here.
Well, it was crazy here over in Amsterdam, man. A lot of things going on. So, I'm just home. I say hello to all viewers. Thanks for watching. Again, on the man with the plan, the king of the live stream.
Big right hands from Belal Muhammad. Muhammad just dominating the ground and pound here. Big left hooks, and this should be an easy decision for Belal Muhammad. And we have not gotten Dutch guy's opinion. What do you think about this whole TJ thing? I got to ask you, Dutch guy, do you buy this that TJ Dillashaw's trainer did not know about the EPL?
Not for 1 second, man. Not for 1 second. Because that's impossible. Because that shit is not easy to get, and it's usually coming from the strength and conditioning trainers.
Yeah, you're not buying that shit at Walmart, man.
No, it's very expensive, and it's very, very difficult to come by.
It's very rare. Sounds like you got a cold. That sucks.
I have a cold, man.
Well, I hope you get better. Drink some tea. That sucks.
Yeah. How many viewers have we? Because I am not ready to. I have only my Skype on.
All right, we got 46 watching right now. Everybody hit that thumbs up if you are new here. Make sure and subscribe to the Fights of Friends family. And I'm going to throw a trivia question out there real quick in between. This should be elementary. This should easily go to Belal Muhammad. So I give everybody a second to update. Go ahead and hit F5 or whatever you need to do to refresh your stream. And I'll throw the trivia question out there. What's up, Yup Johnson? How you doing? I tell Dutch we love him. We love you, Dutch. We know. Billy says he loves you. Time to put the kiddos.
Billy, do you have you received your clock already? Let me know.
And a 30-26. One judge had 2 10-8 rounds in there. Dominating performance by Belal Muhammad. And that fight was about even on the... Very even on the odds. It's almost a pick-em fight. Belal Muhammad just dominating. Curtis Millender needs to go back to takedown defense camp.
I think wrestle camp, because he looks horrible in this ground game department, man.
Yes. All right. Well, when I need to switch out...
Can you give me a quick update? Well, did I miss something? Some good performances, good knockouts, or what?
Yeah, you did. Let me switch out your pictures here real quick because I still have Billy's picture in here.
The man with the plan. Play-by-play. The master of the play-by-play.
Let's see if I...
Crazy, man. I worked yesterday. I worked 23 hours.
Oh, wow. That is crazy. I don't miss those kinds of days. Man.
I'm a rich man. I'm a rich man at the end of the month.
Well, good deal. So, MMA Newsroom, for those of you that aren't subscribed to MMA Newsroom, Dutch Guy of MMA Newsroom, I just have the MMA Newsroom symbol up. If you want to send me another picture, I need to get this updated on my new computer. I never got a new picture from you. So
I sent you a picture and a logo right now.
All right.
Somebody can put the link up.
All right, and for those of you that are following along, we are switching over to ESPN Plus for the ESPN prelims. So the Fight Pass prelims are over, going to the ESPN prelims now. Can't wait for the main event. Me either, man. And Seth Sullivan, thank you very much for the generous donation. $1 donation. Seth Sullivan bringing us up to $11 for tonight. Thank you very much. Thinking Max wins by guillotine. Wow, maybe Arcade Chaos has some insight there.
I have Dustin Poirier, man.
I've been going back and forth with that one, man. You know, I said Max at the beginning of the week, and I haven't walked back on it, but I would not want to bet on that fight because, I mean, Dustin, he took everything that Justin Gaethje threw at him, so you might be right.
No, you know, my thing is always picking one dog each event. So, and this was a very, very difficult event to pick, man. All the matches very close.
Well, I could not believe the odds, though, that I thought Israel Adesanya would be a bigger favorite, and I thought the Max Holloway Poirier line would be closer. And Kelvin Gastelum's actually only coming in like a minus 143 underdog. I'm surprised he's not closer to like 260.
I never watched the odds, Mike. You know that. I watch skills.
And another $10 donation from Edward Chaos. That's $20 from Edward Chaos. Thank you so much. You're paying for our pay-per-view here. $21 on the night. Thank you very, very much, my friend.
Good job, guys. You, Mike, I never watch odds. I only watch skill sets and comparisons and last 5 matches. I never watched the betting lines.
And Seth Sullivan with another $1 super chat here. Just going back and forth there. $22 on the night. Thank you. Thank you very much, Seth. Dave Peterson's, I'm going Dustin second round knockout. No bets, though. I wouldn't bet that fight, man. Hell no.
I'm glad Dave Peterson also got Dustin, because not many people were betting Dustin.
I wouldn't bet either one. That's a pick. It's a pick'em fight for me. If you're gonna force my hand and make me pick, it's very hard, man. I mean, I could go back and forth and tell you why I would think each guy would win.
I'll be honest with you. We already know who's gonna win, because Kenny Florian picked Dustin, so Max gonna win.
Well, there you have it.
Always pick against Kenny Florian.
All right, Chris Jackson says Kelvin is not impressive fighter. He got pieced up by Weidman, lost against Jacare. I'm not impressed with Kelvin. I was thinking the exact same thing. What was I going to say? He's in his last 4 fights. Kelvin Gastelum has only won twice, and one of them I thought he should have lost. Yeah, so basically, I have him winning 1 out of his last 4.
Let me give you another viewpoint. Look at the competition Kelvin has fought. He's never been KO'd. And look at the competition Adesanya has fought.
I think Derek Brunson beats Kelvin Gastelum 6 out of 7 days in the weekend. Israel Adesanya destroyed Derek Brunson. I mean,
Yeah, but
guys, I give Kelvin Gastelum almost no chance whatsoever.
there's always a chance, man. He is a good, powerful striking man. And also, we never see any ground game from Israel Adesanya because he always scrambles up.
But
He's
if
good.
Derek Brunson can't take him down, I don't see. Well, possibly we'll see when it gets into deep rounds. We'll see what happens. I don't see him doing it in the first couple rounds, but get into deep waters, it might be a different thing.
You know, everybody always picks against Gastelum. He's not. He's given us much surprises, man. Ultimate fighter, picked last. Nobody wants him. Win the whole contest.
Very true. I mean, he is a great athlete. Haterade says Gastelum sleeps Brunson 10 out of 10 times.
And never been KO'd, man. Look at the competition he fought.
Tard Strength says, Mike, you're crazy. Mike Perry is going to finish Izzy tonight. Where's Mike Perry?
Mike Perry is fighting Cowboy Oliveira soon. That will be a good fight, man. Perry versus Oliveira.
So, Georgia State Athletic Commission has adopted the new ABC Unified Rules of MMA. Limited use of replay is in effect for this event. Well, it's about time. The ABC Unified Rules of MMA went into effect in 2016.
Yeah, but is the replay still ending the fight? Because that was the initial rule, was when the replay is used, the fight is ended. And that's not a good thing.
That I'm not sure. They didn't say. Boston Salmon, last Dana White Contender Series, Season 1 contract winner to compete in the Octagon. UFC debut, 4 wins by knockout. He was awarded a contract, Season 1, Episode 1. So, Boston Salmon. Yes, everybody check out Dutch Guys MMA Newsroom there. You guys have been so great, bringing me up to over 4,700 subscribers now. And believe it or not, you know what the email I got yesterday? My second channel, Mike Reviews It All, after about 7 months of emailing eBay, was monetized yesterday. So you'll see some more stuff over there finally.
Finally, they monetize you on the second channel, man. 7 months, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, they said they didn't have enough information. So, I don't know. Khalid Taha, 6 first-round finishes, finished 10 out of 12 wins, 8 knockouts, 1 first 11 career fights.
Age 8, rate 9. Nunes is the best all time. She's going to be on top for a while. I have to agree with that statement there. I think she's going to run over Rose.
Or Holly Holm, you mean? Yeah.
Well, Holly Holm also.
Yeah, I don't see Holly Holm giving her... I mean, never count Holly out. Styles make matchups. So, I mean... It's certainly not impossible, but Nunes just seems to be on top of her game right now.
Did you saw the press conference yesterday? Holly Holm.
See what?
The press conference yesterday. The season.
I watched just a little bit of it. I was working. I listened to just a tiny bit of it, so I didn't really get much.
That was. I think that's a good thing to watch back, man. That was very good press conference with Askren, Holly Holm, Tyron Woodley.
I like Ben Askren.
Askren was good.
Khalid Taha, minus 135 underdog. So this fight very close on the very close as far as the odds makers. Dutch Guy says we don't listen to no odds makers, but Boston Salmon versus Khalid Taha. Here at 135 pounds, Boston Salmon minus 155 favorite, 6-1 record out of Las Vegas. What a card tonight, though, man. And one that gets lost in the shuffle is Ovince St. Preux and Nikita Krylov. That's a great fight. And Eryk Anders and Khalil Rountree Jr. The main card is just absolutely stacked.
Very close fights, man. Very few. Always the fights are coin flips, man. A lot of the fights are coin flips. Very difficult to predict this one.
All right, Taha and Boston Salmon. Salmon in the black trunks, Taha in the green. A big combination out of the gate from Taha. Huge right hands, and it's all over. First round knockout in 25 seconds. Are you kidding me? My God, Khalid Taha said, take those odds and shove them up your ass. This fight is all over. And
I told you.
I'm not sure. Wow, I'm
not
sure if there's argument from Boston Salmon or if he's asking the referee what country he's in. Let's watch the replay on that. Big overhand right on the chin. Oh, and a huge left hook. Floors Salmon.
If I recall correctly, Taha is now 8-0. All finishes in the first round.
Wow, and big right hands here. I thought he had one loss. I might be wrong here, though. And the referee stops it there. Wow, he was out and went limp for a minute, and he woke up and started arguing it. But you could visibly see that he was waking up. He was regaining consciousness. And we can't have fighters that are going unconscious and then being allowed to continue fighting. Come on, man. He'll figure it out after Boston Salmon sees it. Unfortunately, that was his UFC debut, but that's the way it goes. Exciting night of fights. You were talking about what had happened so far. First night of the fight might be our fight. Our first fight might be our fight of the night. It was Brandon Davis versus Randy Costa. Absolute war. Randy Costa came out like a bullet. I mean, just landing bombs in the first round. Came out fast again in the second round. Then he tripped. Brandon Davis got his back, sinked in a rear naked choke, submitted in 1 minute and 12 seconds of the second round. Second fight, Poliana Botelho versus Lauren Mueller. Good fight, but Botelho wins it easily, unanimous decision. Montel Jackson versus Andre Sukatham. Montel Jackson, the 6-1 favorite, dominating decision. And then we just seen Belal Muhammad out-wrestle and dominate Curtis Millender at 170 pounds. Now we're looking, and now, of course, Khalid Taha just knocked out Boston Salmon 25 seconds of the first round. Eddie Alvarez, one debut, didn't go as planned, says Arcade Chaos. It definitely did not. I was very surprised by that.
Eddie Alvarez, he looked very small, man.
What's that?
Eddie Alvarez and DJ looked very, very small both when they fought.
Yeah.
I think it's something to do with the weight cut system from ONE FC.
Yeah, they have those hydration tests there. Khalid Taha has finished 11 of his 13 wins, 9 by knockout. So he's 13-2. For those who are waiting on this record. But yeah, they have these hydration tests. From what I heard, like how USADA can knock on your door and say, hey, time to drug test. They can come by and say, hey, did you just eat dinner? What's going on? Jump on the scale. Let's see what you weigh and let's see how hydrated you are.
Yeah, and you can miss two. DJ missed one. And if you miss the third one, you're not allowed to fight.
Oh, missing the weight? Yeah. Yeah, they are not messing around with the safety on weight cuts, and I got to give them props for that. Very happy about that.
That's because one fighter died in that organization last year.
Yes, a 19-year-old, unfortunately. Yeah, and that's what, I mean, it could happen to anybody. It could certainly happen, God forbid, in the UFC. But you got to give credit to the CEO of ONE FC for, realizing the issue and really being, proactive about fixing it. Packed crowd now here in Atlanta, Georgia. What's up, Haterade 8? Yeah, Eddie definitely has been kind of, unfortunately, DJ the GOAT.
Eddie not looked good in that fight, man. But I think maybe there was an injury or something. There was something going on there.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. You've traveled to different countries a lot more than I have. I know they had been over there in Singapore for a while, but how much does that... How off do you feel when you've traveled, a really long distance like that?
Maybe. Some people have a lot of problems with it. Other people have no problems with it. But my brother, for instance, he needs a week to come back in his normal rhythm. 1 week.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I would think I would probably be one of those type of people too.
It's you have the most problems when you're traveling in front of time. This to a country which is in front with the time the times in front of your normal time. Then you get the most problems.
Yeah, I've only been to Canada. I hope to do a lot more traveling next year. In the next couple of years, we'll make it over there to Amsterdam one of these days.
You're welcome. All of you are welcome. And we're not gonna go to the red light district.
We're not. What's the point of going over there?
all the tourists go there. I coming in September to your place, Seattle, Mike.
All right, September.
Yeah, September.
Sounds good. All right, I'll make sure I make some time in September. Yeah, let me know when you're coming. I don't have anything planned right now. No concerts. Shouldn't have anything planned. Well, except for work, but I'll just tell them to F off. No, just kidding.
I got my cards for the UFC. Stockholm card.
Oh, you got tickets for that one?
Yeah, I received them today, man.
Nice. That is awesome, and it looks like Toyo Tires. They must have paid for the commercials out of ways. You see T.J. Dillashaw in that commercial. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be putting their name on him for a while.
They're gonna run the test back, huh? You have to see Jeff Nowitzki's press conference. They're gonna run all his samples back now.
So they did. There was an update. There was an update. So what happened is he failed that test. You weren't in. Of course, he failed the test. He failed one in December during that camp. They ran it back for the 3 fights before that. Cody Garbrandt, and I think both Cody Garbrandt fights and whatever the other one was, maybe it was Dominic Cruz, they all came back negative. Negative. So he could have faced further suspension or possible lifetime ban if anything else would have came out positive.
But they have more samples from him, and maybe they're gonna test back, further back.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably however long USADA has been in the UFC. What's up, Eric Vincent Ruiz says Poirier in 2. Brian Ortega Mattello.
What's up, Sultan?
Yeah, Sultan in the house.
What do you make?
Beer.
What do you make of the statement of Sam Calavita?
Oh, Calavita, yeah. Is he trying to be Shakespeare or what? For those of you guys that read that, it looked like, I mean, our Hemingway. It was like he wrote a freaking novel, man. That guy should write presidential speeches. I think it's all garbage. I think he's full of garbage.
I think he is swiping his own street clean.
Do you remember way back in the day the whole Balco thing when everybody with Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa and all those guys, and Balco was supposed to be this like they were the lead technology and they had all these great products and they were selling supplements, and it ended up being that they were just giving everybody steroids.
Yeah, I know that.
Victor Conte? I think it's Victor Conte was the guy, and then he ended up snitching on a bunch of people later. But yeah, at the time, everybody thought he was a genius. And he was selling these supplements and saying, hey, we're way ahead of the game. Everything's on the up and up here. They had a big headquarters. I mean, big, bright headquarters right in front of everybody in the Bay Area.
He came clean, man, but he was a genius. He supplied a lot of athletes with the dope. Not only baseball players.
Well, he came clean because they wanted his ass. They wanted to put him in jail pretty much for life. They threatened to throw the book at him. Hey, football stream, get the food out of here. What's up, E. Judd? Hope everyone is having a great night. Man, this has been an awesome night of fights so far. It's an absolutely incredible, and now Dutch guy's in here. So Lance Armstrong is still the GOAT? Absolutely. Everybody was on EPO then. Everybody in cycling.
Gary Richard, I have to agree, man. He has a lot of knowledge of cycling. Miguel Indurain is the GOAT. Gary Richard, thumbs up, man. Hats off to you. You are right.
No matter what was in his body, I believe Lance Armstrong's the greatest athlete of all time.
Indurain is the GOAT, man. He never snitched. He never got caught, and he rode his bike like a devil, man.
Came back from testicular cancer and won the Tour de France.
Gary Richards, he is very knowledgeable. Yeah, Miguel rode Lance off his back wheel. I know that stage.
Nice. Everybody's on steroids.
That was a long time ago, but I can remember that stage.
Man, and then remember the year after, was it Floyd Landis? His one of his training partners won the Tour de France and got popped as well.
And that's when it all started. He was the first to snitch on Armstrong, and he started the whole thing.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about. They were even trying. Remember, they were USPS was even trying to take their sponsorship money back. They were trying to sue Lance Armstrong for sponsorship money.
No, man. US Postal was in on it. They rode with they drive with EPO.
Everybody was in on it back then. Yeah. Bud Selig was in on it. The commissioner of baseball, he was in on it big time. A lot of people that don't realize, if you weren't watching baseball in the late 90s, early 2000s, after I think it was the 98 strike, baseball was in a really bad place. I mean, they were financially decimated. And then all of a sudden, Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa start popping home runs, like they're playing wiffle ball in the backyard, and they both ended up hitting, McGuire I think ended up with 73, breaking the all-time record. I think Sosa was 66, but I mean they were just both hitting monster 500-foot home runs. Sammy Sosa even had a corked bat in there and all that. He was on top of the roids. They've proved he was corking his bats.
I'm gonna give you an update, Mike. I played baseball for 2 years in the States, in Minneapolis.
Really?
Yes, man. 2 years.
Nice. Wyatt Matheson in the house. What is up, Wyatt Matheson? Has his own YouTube channel and also been a guest commentator on here. Great commentator as well. Good to see you, Wyatt. Got Griffin in the next fight. Thoughts? I also have Max Griffin in the next fight.
I also have Max Griffin in the next fight. Max Payne. Those two fought together, trained together.
All right, so he has to win. We're all three in agreement. Barry Bonds says that's too much steroids. Oh, yeah, Bonds was... Well, Bonds ended up breaking the record eventually, but they went after him with reckless abandon. You had Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens. That Congress really went after him. And then later, A-Rod for the oral Turinabol.
Roger Clemens was one of the best pitchers ever. And wasn't it Barry Bonds that was caught by the golden snitch going into his trash?
Yes, he was. Yeah, Barry Bonds and
Het is 2:30.
And he was a great he was a great baseball player before the roids, and you could tell the difference. He was a 40-40 guy, 40 home runs, 40 stolen bases.
Jose Canseco. Arcade Chaos. Jose Canseco is one of my favorites.
Oh,
and
an all-time great, man.
One of my best friends. I'm father of the best friends with Didi Gregorius. He is now playing for New York Yankees. I know him.
Max Griffin, 7 wins by knockout, 7th highest striking accuracy among active UFC welterweights. And myself, Dutch guy, and Wyatt all expecting to win this fight. So Zelim Imadaev, though, making his UFC debut. He has 5 first-round finishes, 4 in 1 minute and 34 seconds or less. He is the wild card. I don't know anything about this guy. Dutch guy, do you? Zelim Imadaev.
Yeah, he's a knockout artist. He has very good power in both hands. And if you look at his record, he finished a lot of fights early by knockout. And these two guys trained together a few years ago, and they are not liking each other very much. So it will be fireworks.
Yeah, I think I might have been wrong. Zelim Imadaev comes in a minus 120 favorite, 8-0 out of Chechen Republic, Russia.
He's 8-0, but look at the stoppages, all in the first round.
Well, it's hard to judge him against the talent in the UFC when he hasn't fought in the UFC. That's the only thing. But he's going to come out fast. Plus 100 underdog, Max Griffin out of Sacramento, California, 14-6.
But Max Griffin is a good fighter, but it's very difficult to look good against Max Griffin. This
is going to be very interesting.
He has a very awkward style to fight, man. Very awkward to time, and a lot of fighters having a lot of difficulties fighting Max Griffin.
Hey, Arcade Chaos, Lyle Alzado, was that the guy that got his biceps so big that his arms exploded? Oh, and Max Griffin comes out on the offensive, lands a big 1-2 and a big right hand. Max Griffin coming out aggressive. These guys are gonna war. And Max Griffin gets the inside Ogoshi. Inside sweep, though, gets the... Oh, he's bringing Imadaev back. Imadev's got a handful of fans. Get in there, ref. And the ref's calling a timeout. What is going on here?
Those guys go at it, but they don't like each other, man. This is going to be fireworks.
He just took away 1 point.
Why?
Well, Imadaev, I mean, he had a handful of fans. It wasn't like he just touched it. And Imadaev, they're saying he does not speak English, but I'm sure someone told him you can't. Yeah, I usually don't like to see a point taken away that early, but that was a lot of fence. Nice knee from Imadaev coming in, though, and he's got to really be fighting with desperation now. Max Griffin with another throw. That's an Uchimata over the leg there. Nice judo throw. Back on top of Imadaev, and he's going for the choke. He's not underneath the chin yet. Nope, he might be able to get a neck crank. Oh, Imadaev doing a great job of fighting this off. Imadaev just 24 years old. Could be a great future prospect.
Got great power in both hands, man.
Wow, but Max Griffin is a prospect now, though, and this is, yeah, he's kind of going for like a neck crank here. He's not anywhere close to underneath the chin. Yeah, it's either a fulcrum choke or a neck crank here. So what he needs, if he wants to get the rear naked choke, you know, he needs to, he could just lay back here and get hooks in. It looks like if he lays back and holds onto the head, Imadaev, he should be able to take Imadaev with him. And now Imadaev turned to the side. Griffin's got to keep turning with him. Oh, we almost went for the bulldog choke there. Now he's going to try and get hooks in. Hard to get a rear naked choke in without the hooks in. Tard Strang says Alzado admitted to lying about the cause of his illness. On Valentino's, yeah, I remember seeing that. His biceps blow up. That guy was huge. And Griffin's got the backpack now. Oh, Imadaev, good job of fighting that off, and he is out of it. And Imadaev back up now. 2:10 left here in this first round. Nice right hook there. And they are back in the center of the cage. And this is where Imadaev is dangerous. Lands a low leg kick and then stumbles off balance. They both exchange hooks. Oh! Spinning elbow from Imadaev. And a spinning wheel kick. Nice left hook. Misses the big right hook there. But straight right lands for Griffin. Imadaev is wild. Throws a spinning elbow there. His style kind of reminds me of a really raw Justin Gaethje, just coming in with reckless abandon. I mean, he, you know, obviously he doesn't have the skill set yet of a Justin Gaethje, but 1:20 left here in this first round. Let's see if Griffin's going to sit down here. Griffin, he cuts a lot of weight, a lot more than Imadaev. So we'll see how his cardio is coming into this. He's already looking, both guys are looking, Imadaev's looking a little more tired than he should be. Of course, he's used to ending fights in the first round. Adam from Allen says, shout out to the Dutch guy.
Thank you.
KKS was many years ago, many drugs ago, but I remember it was definitely more than just steroids he was on. Just want to point the finger directly at... Oh, yeah, he was on everything invented, man. That guy did not look like a human being. He literally had a sickness. Because, I mean, he didn't even look muscular at that point. He looked disgusting. 10 seconds left in this first round. Nice. Oh, and Imadaev lands a nice one. A couple of shots. Oh, and a brutal low leg kick from Imadaev. Misses the spinning kick to the body there. And Max Griffin. I have that first round 10-9 Max Griffin.
Yeah, I got it also Max Griffin. But Max Griffin has to get this fight to the ground. Because otherwise I feel it has going to end bad for him. Because that Imadaev guy is very dangerous, man.
Yeah, he's got to keep it down on the ground, for sure. That's what I would say, guys. It is getting to be that time of the year over here. This Monday, make sure you have your taxes, guys. Here at Fights with Friends, we got your back. Use this code for 20% off of TurboTax. I've trusted them to do my taxes for over 8 years now. An absolutely incredible service. I would not do my taxes without them. You have until Monday if you have not done your taxes yet. So please hurry up and get on that. I wouldn't want you guys to have to deal with getting them in late. Much easier to get them in on time. All right, here we go. First round and a straight right. And this second round here coming up, sponsored by the MMA Newsroom and the Dutch guy. I'm either commentator here. Check out his room for the his channel for the best breakdowns on the internet and the best OBS editing. Puts together some absolutely incredible videos. Somebody was saying maybe it was Arcade Chaos talking about how pumped up those hype videos that Dutch guy pumps out get him for fights. An incredible job over there, Dutch guy.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Imadaev doing a better job of staying up on his feet on this one. Knee from Griffin and a big elbow, and Imadaev lands that left hook inside, though. Griffin with a low leg kick, and they are back in the center of the cage, and here comes the action. Oh, wow. Griffin goes for the takedown, and Imadaev rolls him, and they stand back up. Spinning back fist for Imadaev misses. Man, this is the first time I've seen Imadaev fight, but man, he is fun to watch. Oh, nice right uppercut from Imadaev. This is a great fight. I think Max Griffin's wearing down, though. Oh, and he lands a straight right just as I say that. Yes, thank you, sub. Not only here, but to Dutch guy. A nice right hand there from Imadaev. And a left hook from Imadaev. Another left hook from Imadaev. Oh, and Imadaev throws the overhand right, but Griffin ducks underneath for the takedown. And yeah, we were supposed to have a wrap-up show on Dutch Guy's MMA Newsroom. I had to cancel. Unfortunately, I had a lot of family issues throughout this week. Able to stream today, but we will get back over there on MMA Newsroom. We'll be doing some wrap-up shows here and some other interesting shows, me and the Dutch Guy, over there on MMA Newsroom. So if you like both of our commentary, definitely make sure you've subscribed over there as well, or you're going to miss some live shows. Max landing the knees, pushing Imadaev up against the fence. I bet he doesn't grab that fence again. You lose a point that quickly, and that just speaks to the rule change I think that they need. Is there needs to be more than 10 points. It's ridiculous that we're still on a boxing scoring system. Wow, Imadaev throwing a spinning back fist and a spinning kick. Misses both, though. Griffin gets a quick takedown. Imadaev pops back up, lands the knee to the body here. Okay, Chaos says, I'm so glad all those Tony jokes have died out. They were funny in the beginning, but... And Imadaev just wearing Griffin down. Not only is he hitting him, he's hanging his entire weight on him in the clinch. Oh, nice jabs here from Imadaev. Oh, and a big right hand from Imadaev, straight right. And he is just throwing reckless abandon. Big left hook for Imadaev. Oh, 105 left in the second round. Throws another spinning back fist. And Griffin clinches, lands a knee to the body. But Max Griffin is exhausted. And Imadaev has expended a lot of energy in this round too, but he just keeps going. Knee to the body here from Imadaev. This might be like Russia's new Drago here. Big right hook from Imadaev. I am very impressed with him in this round. Nice knee to the body. Oh, big left hook. Griffin going for the takedown. 30 seconds left here in the second round. Griffin lands a knee here. Oh, Imadaev. Oh, he has that tie clinch. Flying knee. Left hook. Oh, and a right hook there from Imadaev. Not much of that knee landed, but Griffin is in big trouble. Big knee. Big right uppercut. Imadaev could finish him here. Head kick. 10 seconds left. Lands a left hook. Griffin. Oh, knee to the head. Imadaev with the tie clinch. Taunting him now. Spinning elbow lands. And the left hand, and Imadaev sticks the tongue out, reminiscent of an old Michael Jordan. You don't want to do that when your opponent's too close to you. Wyatt says he's got that immigrant mentality. Yes, he does. Who else would love to see someone start up a zero-gravity fighting league? It's got to be 5-on-5, though, Arcade Chaos. At least. Oh, I love it. Zero gravity. That is incredible. Let's throw a trivia question out there while we have a break in between rounds here. Got some new subscribers here. Thank you. We've jumped up 9 subscribers in this stream, so thank you very much. Everybody, please hit that thumbs up. If you're new here, if you just subscribed, thank you. If you haven't yet, I'd like to invite you to the Fights of Friends family. This fighter earned a shot at Anderson Silva in Season 4, The Comebacks, and then missed weight. Ended up giving Anderson Silva all he could handle in the match. We're fighting right now, Yup Johnson. It's the 3rd round. Max Griffin against Zelim Imadaev, and I've got it a round apiece. Seth Sullivan, formerly Geeky Spartan, Travis Luter. That was quick. You are correct, sir. Travis Luter and Chael Sonnen, Nigel Liotta. Oh, nice right hand there from Griffin and a body shot. Chael Sonnen, for those that don't know, also tested positive for EPO in 2014, as well as about 18 other drugs. And he came back. He revived his career. Dutch guy, do you think TJ Dillashaw, does he come back from this? Is there a path back to redemption?
Yeah, there's always a path to redemption, but this is another level, man. This is EPO. That's not just another level, and also
all flying knee for Imadaev.
And also, he did it for so long, man. Cody Garbrandt called it 1.5 years ago. I think they're going to find more positive tests when they run back all his samples. So he's 35 years when he will come back. And, in that division, the lightweights, you need the speed, you need the agility, you need the power, the how do you say it, the explosivity, and I don't know if you're 35 years.
Oh, big right hook from Imadaev, rights and left hooks, and Max Griffin is out on his feet, clinching on to Imadaev here. Imadaev had a great 2nd round, having a wonderful 3rd round. Max Griffin is exhausted. Left hook from Imadaev and straight left, and Max Griffin, he might cut too much weight. Nice right hand for Imadaev, because his cardio has not been there tonight. He might want to talk to Sam Kettlevitta. I think he might have something for him. Imadaev lands a left hook up top. 2.5 minutes left in this 3rd round, and I'm going to call it right now, Dutch guy. I think the Sam Kettlevitta era could be the new Balco era. TJ Dillashaw is not the only guy in that camp that was taking EPO. I would bet money on it.
Do you think they're going to suspend Kettlevitta also? Or they're going to investigate him?
If somebody... Well, I think they're going to start looking at those tests of their fighters. Oh, Max Griffin really working for the takedown here. Imadaev doing a great job of getting back up to his feet. Yeah, I think you need to start investigating guys in that camp. I believe that possibly Dwayne Ludwig did not know about it. I don't believe for a second that Sam Kettlevitta didn't know about it, because I think he was the one supplying it.
No, man. Dwayne Ludwig and TJ are very, very close, man. He knows all about it. That's why we to this day, don't see a statement from Dwayne Ludwig.
Oh, big knee to the head. That's knees to the head of a down opponent. That's 2. Max Griffin just landed 2 illegal knees on Imadaev. Oh no, they were saying it was to the solar plexus. I thought it was to the head. Maybe he just barely missed the head. Maybe he got the chest. I thought for sure he got the head there.
That's all right. You can grab the fence. You can eye poke. You can kick the nuts all one time before you get a warning in the UFC. So that's all right.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, Eryk. You're the first person. Is my mic really loud, guys? Let me know. Because I think I turned it up on a different stream. Let me see what I have it up at. I have it at 100%. I think I'm just loud.
And also the statement of Luke Thomas, which I very respect.
Oh, thank you, Eryk.
He said that altitude training gets you the same effects as EPO blood doping, but that's not true also.
Spinning elbow lance from Max Griffin, a huge combination. Wow, what an end to the fight. I thought the first fight was going to be fight of the night, but they are getting a standing ovation from this crowd. Max Griffin. Wow. That was an absolutely incredible fight. Max Griffin and Zelim Imadaev. I want to say 29-28 Imadaev, but Griffin may have came back there at the end of the third round. That one's too close to call, man. That was an incredible fight. All right, I'm going to turn, I guess it's your audio, so I have it up too high on my side. Desktop audio, here we go. All right, and then we'll ask everybody how that is. Okay. All right, let me know, guys, when Dutch Guy speaks. Let me know if that's better. Get the fook out of here, Sports Channel. Hey, if you want to hype your channel, you know, come to us nicely. Come to us respectfully. Don't come to us with these bullshit links.
I made a picture of my OBS sound settings because I lost them like 5 times already this month.
Oh yeah.
I now made a picture. When I lose them, I take the picture and I adjust them.
Yeah, I didn't take a screenshot of this now. I write these down. So yeah. Oh. Eryk says thanks, so that must be better. Thanks. I think Dwayne knows. I think DJ jumps over to Bellator in 2 years. No more USADA for TJ. Interesting. That's interesting, Gary Richards. Well, like I had said earlier, Chael Sonnen tested positive for EPO in 2014, and he's made a comeback. He's over. Not only is he over in Bellator fighting Lyoto Machida coming up in New York in Madison Square Garden. He's also got a job with ESPN and a successful podcast and YouTube channel.
But he was smart. He's making jokes of it. He's coming out very honestly. He's educating the people on it, and also making jokes and making fun of himself. So
all right, I'm interested to hear this scorecard. So let's hear this. 29-27 Griffin. Majority decision, Max Griffin. One judge had it 28-28. The other two 29-27. Of course, it would have been 29-28, but the point taken away for grabbing the fence there by Imadaev. I would really love to see Imadaev fight again, though. I'd like to see those guys play that one back. That was a great fight.
Also, another point to come back for TJ. Did you see the reactions of the community?
They're very harsh on him. Chael Sonnen, I mean, you know, TJ owned it as well, but they were different people coming in. Chael Sonnen, from the beginning, he says, I am the bad guy. He says, you know, things like Anderson Silva, you absolutely suck. You know, I mean, he was one of these guys, and he came out and he goes, not only did I do that steroids, he goes, I did all the steroids. He said, whatever it is, I put it in my body. And I mean, he owned it to, you know, at a very high level.
Chael Sonnen is a very likable guy, and he has got much of personality. And TJ is not that kind of guy. So, and the reactions of the MMA community were very, very harsh, man. So I don't know if he wants to come back.
I don't know. For now, he says that he'll come back, and Nigel Leota says 50,000 score each. I agree that those guys deserve 50 grand for that fight. That was a beautiful fight. That first fight was also a great fight, but it didn't last as long. Brandon Davis and Randy Costa. Man, I really wish there was 2 fight of the night bonuses. I'm guessing that Uncle Dana gives somebody a little extra in an envelope in the locker room tonight for whichever one doesn't get a bonus. Israel Adesanya versus Kelvin. Who is winning? That one is not up yet. An hour and 6 minutes on the countdown to the main card. Dutch on top. Don't tell the golden snitch, man. Adesanya all day and twice on Sunday, my dude. Yeah, I honestly think Kelvin Gastelum has about as much chance of winning that fight as there's about as much chance as lightning hitting the ring and starting it on fire. I really give him very little chance.
What are your thoughts on the bare knuckle fight, man?
Well, this is what I said. You know, Joe Rogan said for a long time, he says, we need to get rid of the gloves. And I said, man, there's going to be a ton of cuts. I said it from the very beginning. I said they made gloves for a reason. It's because, but a lot of it's to protect the hands. They did wrap the hands. That being said, very entertaining, very brutal.
Did you saw?
I'm not sure yet, man. I really enjoy it, but it's a guilty enjoyment.
Did you saw the pictures of the face from Jason Knight, man? It looks like he got attacked by a bunch of wolves, man.
Him and Artem Lobov, man. And what about, did you see that fight from Chris Lieben? Man, does he look good in bare knuckle boxing?
Yeah, he ended that fight in under 30 seconds, I think.
Yeah, that guy's style was just incredible for bare knuckle boxing. I could have, if that had been around, he's 40 now. If that had been around a few years ago, I could just imagine what that guy could do. And he's still in tremendous shape.
I don't think I'm gonna upload any bare knuckle footage because I got a strike immediately from them.
Oh, did you get an official strike?
Official strike immediately.
Oh, that's not good. Everybody in YouTube, Wyatt, your turn will come. Everybody, if you're not careful, eventually you get a strike. But you try not to get a second one because 3 in 90 days and you're out. So yeah, you got, and sometimes you get a false positive, which I have one strike that comes off on the 21st right now.
But I still got the 4,500 views and the footage was 12 minutes. So I still have the viewing minutes.
There you go. So you got your minutes for the year. 67 people watching. Everybody, if you haven't yet, please hit that thumbs up. If you like what we do here, please join the Fights of Friends family. And if you like getting hyped for fights, for great previews for fights and great hype videos, check out Dutch Guy over there at MMA Newsroom. He is the other guy on the mic there, my brother, over there in the Amsterdam, Netherlands. There's the link there. From the Red Light District, right? You live right across the street from the Red Light District?
I live, yeah. It's 1 kilometer, 1 mile. Say 1 mile.
I can just imagine what that looks like. It's probably not like it was back in the 90s, I imagine, though.
In the 90s, it was all how do you say it? Criminals run it, but the government has regulated, and now it's normal. And they check the hookers. And they educate the hookers, they protect the hookers, and there's very, very good security there now.
Well, that's good to hear.
There were shootings and stabbings every day there.
Wow. We got a couple contenders coming up here. Number 4 and number 5 at the almost defunct flyweight. So if one of these guys gets cut, that would be a big message. Reis versus Alexandre Pantoja.
This will be a good one also.
Oh, yeah, this should be a great fight. 2 of the top 5 here at flyweight. Both these guys have exciting styles.
This card overall, it's a great card.
We're in the golden age of MMA, man. We really are. We are so spoiled right now. This is what we had in boxing in the 90s. I think we're going to look back at this age one day, and it's like people are going to reminisce. People are going to tell their children. You're going to tell your grandchildren. I was watching at the golden age of fighting, and I enjoy it though right now. Live in the moment, and just amazing card after amazing card.
Look at the 155 division, man. Look at the 170 division, man. That's a murderous row, man. Both divisions.
Man, there's just murderous rows everywhere. Let me throw another trivia question out here real quick. I think people might get this quickly though. The term wolf tickets was first spoke in a fight between these 2 fighters. 2 welterweights. Who were the fighters? Somebody says you're selling wolf tickets. They're selling wolf tickets and you're all buying them up. Who was the fight between? Seth Solozan. It was Diaz. Who was he fighting with, though? I'll give Seth a second. Nick Diaz versus GSP. Yeah, so that's what I wanted was the fight. That was close. I almost... Nigel got both of them first, though. Seth Adams, I'm going to give that one to Nigel. That was very close, though.
That was very good.
I know you had it, Seth. All right, so we got 1,000 points for Arcade Chaos, 2,000 points for Spartan, and now 1,000 points for Nigel. We have a great competition here.
We got the very knowledgeable crowd, man. I like that. Week after week, man. You guys rock, man. That was a difficult question.
Oh, and they were on it. Yeah, they were on it quick. Referee for botching one of the matches. All right, let's throw one more out here real quick. This boxing world champion took on Randy Couture in the famous boxing versus MMA match. He was once known as the best pound for pound fighter on the earth, defensive specialist. Took on Randy Couture in the octagon. Maurice Spears helped me know that. Scott F. What's up, Scott F. in the house? And last name is all we need. It was James Lights Out Tony. Scott F. coming in with 1,000 points. And we have a 3-way tie for second place. And Geeky Spartan with the lead by just 1,000. This is gonna be a good one. That's a god-awful fight. Yes, it was, Eryk McLeod. No, it was not Tito Ortiz. He was never a professional boxer. But you remember that fight, Dutch guy? Tony and Couture, man, I wish I would have bet on that fight. I remember thinking, I was telling people, I'm like, this is gimme money. It was 4-1 odds. I'm like, this should be 400-1 odds.
I remember that fight, but at that days, they hadn't got the dream box here, so I couldn't watch.
Arcade Chaos says, all right, see, some of us use phones. We have to be specific about what you will accept. So just one name like James or Tony, or just the last name? So it's just the last name. I'm sorry if I didn't make that clear before, Arcade Chaos. It's just the last name. So just like Jeopardy. I try to go by Jeopardy, except for you don't have to say what is. That way, if somebody doesn't like the rules, I can blame it on them. You have to purchase each pay-per-view separately. Yes, that is true. But they are $5 less if you pay for ESPN Plus. All right, I will do that, Dutch guy.
I think it's kind of strange they let their existing members pay extra for the pay-per-views now. You have to be subscribed to ESPN to buy the pay-per-views. I think that's a bit strange, man.
Well, so here's what it is the pay-per-view was $55 before, but you get a $5 discount for having ESPN Plus. So it pays for the ESPN Plus. Wilson Reis, number 4, ranked 23-9, plus 140 underdog. This is almost a pick'em fight on the odds. That's why ESPN upped that contract so quickly, though, is I guess the UFC's been getting so many subscribers for ESPN Plus that they are just blowing it away.
UFC sold the pay-per-views for 500,000 value each pay-per-view. Imagine that kind of money, man. That's 600, 700 million.
Wow, it's gonna take. I think it's gonna take a while for them to get up to 500,000 because of the new format. People don't like change.
I checked the scores of the pay-per-views, the history from this year, last year, and a few years back. There were only a few under 10 pay-per-views who sold 500,000.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
why,
that's very, very rare.
That's why you see the fights coming out now, fight after fight. That week they made the deal. There were a lot of fights finalized because now it's not important anymore who headlines cards because the money's already in.
Yeah, so nice body kick here from Pantoja. Yeah, it's very hard, man. That's why they push these stars, and I think that's why a lot of guys are pushing the drama right now. There's so much drama going on right now. It kind of takes away from the fights. All right, Reis going for the takedown here. This is where he wants it. Wilson Reis has got good wrestling. I got 3:15 here left in the first round. Goes for the hip throw here. Pantoja blocks it. Oh, but then he goes the other direction, gets a sweep for a second. But Pantoja's right back up. 3 minutes left here, and Reis finally gets it. Spins him the other way. And he's in half guard here. Reis got him up against the fence. Pantoja trying to walk the wall, and he does. And they are back in the center of the cage with 2:35 left here in the first round. Big right hands. Big left hooks from Pantoja, and Reis is hurt. Big hammer fist. Big left hands. He's about to end it here. A huge flurry by Pantoja. Big rights and left. Huge ground and pound. It's all over. Number 5, Pantoja knocks out Wilson Reis in the first round, and Reis is still out of it. Wow. What an incredible match. And I believe they've asked those guys not to climb up on the fence like that. Somebody got suspended recently for that.
They get a fine also for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to see that. I never like to see fighters lose money. At the same time, it's like, how many times do you have to warn guys, I guess? I don't know. I mean, I guess after a while, I get it.
Yeah, but they just celebrating, man. They got a good result.
And they don't know. In the moment, a lot of times, man, they don't even know.
You're not gonna find people who are celebrating a touchdown either in the NFL, right?
Well, they give them penalties big time. They took away a lot of the celebration, and it took away a lot of the fans. In the 90s, see, everything was better in the 90s. I'm sorry for you guys in your 20s that life sucks now compared to that. No. Sorry you missed out on life, but yeah, there used to be a lot of celebrating in the NFL too, though. No. I'm joking. Like I said, we're very lucky to be in the age of MMA we are right now. What's up, Ernest Caller in the house? Ernie checking in. How you doing, my friend? No habla español. Sorry, yeah, muy poquito.
I answered her already. She asked if we show the fights, but we don't show the fights. I answered her already.
No, I could show the fights, but it would only last about 5 seconds, and then you wouldn't see me for 90 days.
So the bare knuckle organization was fast, man.
They were on you, huh?
Because the 4,500 views, my video was ranked high, so they find it easy.
You know, I was tempted to show a little bit of their footage, too. I thought, maybe a little bit will slip by. Hell no, man.
Don't do it, man.
To the no.
They are on it.
All right. Well, hey, it's going to be a surprise. I have an idea of some videos for me and you to do together. I'm going to talk to you after the show. I'll surprise you, but I think you're going to like it, though. I think it'll help our channels out.
All right, guys, if you have any ideas or suggestions about videos we're going to do, please leave them in the chat, man. We will look at it, and if possible, we're gonna do it. So any ideas, suggestions, favorite fighters, breakdowns, throw them in the chat, please.
Arcade Chaos says UFC should donate all fines to charity. I don't believe that the UFC I don't believe they have the jurisdiction to fine everyone. I think that's only the State Athletic Commission.
Arcade Chaos want to see a live stream for the Cowboy games.
Games. The NFL did very, very well. Much better than basketball did. So I definitely plan on doing more football this year. I like tribute videos of legendary fighters. Yeah, they are awesome. Unfortunately, a lot of the ones that are up now are really old. They're pretty retroactive to when YouTube started beating down the copyright laws or the copyright rules. They're very, very stringent now.
All right, Seth Sullivan, Dave Peterson. I did a tribute video on GSP the GOAT, a retirement video.
Oh, you like that? Yeah, we should definitely do some though. Yeah, there you go. There's a link right there. Yeah, we could definitely do some stuff like that though, and. In the future, you'll see more videos of me and Dutch Guy together reacting to things that happen during the week. We can do that on some retirements and, tribute videos.
Seven said Charlie Selenoff, the GOAT.
I will not live stream WNBA unless the WNBA starts paying me at least... $500 a month. I'm not live streaming WNBA.
I think you're not allowed, man.
Well, I think he means do the reaction to it like this.
All right.
So here's next week's card on 420. Alistair Overeem versus Alexei Olenek. Islam Makhachev versus Arman Surkian. Sergey Pavlak versus Marcelo Golm. If a lot of those names sound very Russian, it's because it is in Russia. Next week, the main card will start, or the whole thing starts at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, live on ESPN2 from St. Petersburg, Russia.
Alistair Overeem told on Dutch TV this week, if he loses that fight, he will retire.
Really? Because he said he plans on fighting 4 to 5 more years, and there is the former king of the EPO there, not right next to Rashad Evans there, the bad guy Chael Sonnen, cracking Megan Olivier and Rashad Evans up. So there is a path to redemption. TJ Dillashaw, just possibly not for you.
No, man. I was shocked at the harsh reaction of the community, man. They put it on him, man.
Yeah, I mean, I was just shocked. I was like, kind of like, I don't know what to say, but it's when you put forth that kind of like good guy image, that wholesome image, and then something like that comes out, I feel like it's much harder to get away with it.
But also, the thing is, he's such a good fighter, man. He's the best footwork in all of UFC ever. He doesn't need it, man.
You think even better than Dominic Cruz?
He is the best footwork ever, man. Ever.
I think Dominic Cruz is the best ever, but I think TJ might be next. But he's definitely a good one.
I mean the footwork, the best footwork. Not the fighting skills, the footwork.
Yeah, well, he's definitely one of the best for footwork for sure. RKKS says, I'm just wondering why Logan Paul didn't have the pit bull that's at the house all the time outside protecting his dog Kong from coyotes. I don't know anything about that, man. I don't follow Logan Paul. And
he's also introduced the Dutch drill. He was the first to do the Dutch drill in the UFC. First fighter.
All right, silence on the court. All stand. Jason Azevedo has entered the stream. Hello, Jason. What is up, my man?
What is up, Jason, man?
Just in time. Some jackass, I guess, that makes a fool out of himself.
But still has a million followers or something like that.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, Logan Paul, what weight do you want? I'll come kick your ass. I'm 40 years old. I'll beat the shit out of you.
What's up, Jason? Good to see you. Give Jason an update about the
Megan Olivier, the most obnoxious voice possible voice.
Yeah, the most obnoxious voice, but I think she looks nice.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a grinding voice. We'll have to see how much the UFC is using her 10 years from now, when that face starts to age.
When they done using that, they got to send it to me.
Jason, come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40. That's right. Come at me. I got one more fight left in me.
I think UFC should punish TJ when he come back to fight Ngannou for 10 rounds.
Oh, jeez. That's funny. There you go. Dave says Logan and Jake. I think they're about 170 pounds each. So let's just make it MMA rules. Logan and Jake. You guys can fight me tag team. You can tag in and out. I'll beat both your asses.
We fight them. We both fight them too.
There we go. So, somebody clip that and send it to Logan and Jake Paul.
Comedic genius in the house.
Yep, comedic genius Jason Arcade Chaos. My girlfriend thinks she knows everything as long as she Googles it. I told her the cat bird the other day while I was sitting on it. Oh, God. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, they definitely burp, and it's pretty disgusting. Oh, that's hilarious. I like to say Google it's like a bathroom stall wall. People can write whatever they want on there. They can write truthful things, or they can write a lot of bullshit. All this effing cat does with farts too. Oh, God. Oh, that's crazy. Generally don't like the layperson broadcasters. They seem to think are necessary. Oh, God, I watched SportsCenter the other day. First of all, first thing I'll say about SportsCenter, from somebody that does OBS and is very good at it like Dutch guy, you have to be impressed with the presentation. I mean, everything that's going on there, visibly, it's a visually beautiful show. An absolute masterpiece. Now let's go to the commentators, though. Those guys, they're absolute dorks, man. They sound like 30-year-old virgins in, sitting in the back of a geek house somewhere reading comic books. It's horrible. No offense to any 30-year-old virgins out there. But if you're a 30-year-old virgin out here, please stop what you're doing right now, cut the stream, and go out and immediately get laid. Make sure you have permission, though. Go on Tinder or something. Oh, God, I'm going to get in so much trouble. Dutch guy's just like, I'm not even commenting on this.
No comment. I'm writing a comment.
Ready for this, man, says Ricky Bobby. Well, we're getting close to 420, so we got to get a little sillier as the days go on. One does not simply get laid, says Jason. It takes work. Have you heard of Tinder, Jason? Oh, God. Yes, I'm sure it does take a little. It should take a little bit of work. Let's have Ricky. Comedic Genius has some advice there for you. Yeah, me either, Dave. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Yeah, it's not the rock star era of the 80s and 90s where the women throw themselves on the guys. It's the other way around. Well, it's a normal healthy weight, says Nigel. That's good. How many fights for the co-main? Oh, till the co-main, you mean? Main card. Well, main card starts here soon. Let me see. What do we got coming up here? We have one more fight before the main card. Jalin Turner and Matt Frevola at lightweight, 155-pounders. And then the main card will start with Nikita Krylov and Ovince St. Preux at light heavyweight. And that's going to be an amazing fight. All right, there you have it. Jalin Taylor and Matt Frevola warming up in the back. Turner 8-4, Matt 6-1. Jalin Turner a -140 favorite. I don't know too much about either of these guys, Dutch.
I don't know either. With Jalin Taylor?
I've heard the name. That's about it, and that could have been just because I was looking at this card. Jalin Turner sounds familiar, but I can't even think of one of his fights, to be honest.
He's a good prospect. I read somewhere, but I can't fill you in, man. I think our viewers, our very knowledgeable viewers, can fill us in. So if you know something about the next fight, please leave it in the chat.
Oh my God, that's a horrible stat, Jason. That's an epidemic. There is an epidemic out there, people. So those men that have that, what they used to call Rico Suave, there's an epidemic in this country. Please find your gentlemen between 20 and 25 years old and teach them how to go out there and get laid. That is my advice for now. I'm going to take a quick restroom break before this fight starts.
All right. Jalin Turner, coming from the Dana White Tuesday Night Contender Series. Has one loss and one win in the UFC. And his overall record is 8 wins, 7 KOs, and 4 losses. That's what I know. Thank you, Sherdog. That's a good question, said Sullivan. Here is your answer. All right, guys. Give me an update. What do you think about Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier fight? What's going to happen there? How do you think that is going to play out? Do you think Max going to put on his output, higher his output at 155? And what about power? There will be a power difference also, and it's the first fight at 155. But we also know a lot of fighters who are going up their weight class, they are winning the first fight.
Yeah, that's a good point. Jorge Masvidal recently went up and beat Darren Till, who cuts way too much weight.
Anthony Pettis.
I have a good question, though. I want to know what Max Holloway weighs tonight compared to what he generally weighs on fight night, and I wonder how close it is.
Explain the question.
So he usually fights at 145, and let's say by the time he rehydrates and gets into the cage, say he's 165. I'm curious what he weighs tonight. If it's if it's close to the same weight, 165, 170.
I think 173, 175, maybe.
So it says Max is probably 15 pounds heavier. That's about what I'm guessing. If you want to get chicks, you have to work on your... Oh, yeah, abs are a definite plus, Jason. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm fine single. I can do what I want, Dave Peterson. Nobody said you had to date anybody, Dave Peterson. We just said you go out and get laid. There used to be a rule. I used to work for a company that all the executives... this is back in the evil 90s, young gentlemen, the evil 90s and early 2000s. All the executive management and things were sleeping with cashiers and all kinds of things. They had a policy that you could get fired if you had a relationship with a subordinate, someone under you, but you could have sex with whoever you wanted as long as you didn't call it a relationship.
Give me a good get the fuck out of here, Mike.
Get the fuck out of here.
Thank you. You know what's also a good trick to get chicks? I was in the train last week and there was a chick sitting a few seats in front of me, and I searched my Bluetooth and I found her phone. I sent her a message.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
Oh, you're killing me right now. That is hilarious. Oh my God. What did you send her?
I sent do you like the train ride so far? She was looking very surprised, but it was a train ride from 1 hour, and we talked via the phone, and later I was sitting next to her.
Oh my God! I cannot believe you did that. That is amazing. That is very aggressive. See, if you're a good-looking guy with that deep, thick accent like Dutch guy, you can get away with that. If you're 50 pounds overweight and you sound like Homer Simpson, don't try that. That is incredible. So that turned out well.
That worked out good, man.
Oh, that is hilarious. Did you tell her after this train ride I have another one? Hopefully not.
No, but I learned that trick from my brother. He did it also.
Oh, that's great. Seth says the sexiest thing you can do is get a job. Well, a lot of women like unemployed attractive guys, though. So, I mean, it could definitely help. But
Look, man, I'm an old guy, and my experience is when you want to when you meeting a lady and you talk to her, let her laugh, man. Let her laugh.
Yes.
That's very important, man. Then you got the first point in.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, let her laugh. Be in shape. That helps to be in shape or be good looking. But yeah, if you can let them laugh, and don't be so overly douchey nice that it comes off like you're not confident.
That was my next point. Was what I was gonna say. When you are dating a lady, I assume the lady looks good, so they heard everywhere they go. They heard, "Hey, you're looking fine. You're looking good." Don't say it, man. Let her guess, man. Let her guess.
Tips from the Dutch guy here in between rounds. Romance hour here on Fights with Friends.
tips from the old guy.
All right, I like it. Soon to be coming videos on how to get laid with Mike and the Dutch guy.
Yeah.
It's a 5-part series. If you don't get laid by the 5th time, we can't help you.
That's a guy on the internet. He is I think he's psychologist or something, and he is putting out series how you can recognize when the lady likes you, and that's a very good series. I will search the link. I will put the link up there. Very small things you can see, and you can see the lady likes you by very small things, man.
So the second sexiest thing you can do is don't be creepy. See, that's one of those things that's kind of a matter of opinion, though, because Dutch guy can get away with saying something to a woman and she thinks it's attractive, and then some very unattractive, overweight guy can say the same thing, and now it's sexual harassment. Very fine line.
But you know what's also a good trick? I used that when I was younger. I go to raves in the Netherlands, house parties, and I get a pen. I take a pen and I write on my arm your name. Just your name, and I go up to a lady and I talk to her, and I says, "I know your name. I have your name on my arm." No, that can be. You don't even know me. Yes, look, and it says your name, and they laughing, and the ice is broken.
I don't think I would get away with that.
Just how you bring it, man. It's just how you bring it.
Yeah, raves. For those of you that know what raves are now, though, raves is this like 90s, early 2000s? They were much different back then than I don't know what it's like there, but
they started in Holland, man. The raves started in Holland.
That makes sense. Jalin Turner, just 23 years old. Matt Frevola, 28 years old. Jalin Turner, 6'3". 6'3" against 5'9". 6'3", 155-pounder. Dude, how much weight are you cutting? Jesus Christ. 6'3" and 155 pounds. How skinny is that?
Then you better play in a zombie movie.
Jesus. Yeah, Matt Frevola, 5'9". That seems like healthily for an athlete. 5'9" seems like about as tall as you should be at 155 pounds. 5'9", 5'10".
What do you got for this one? Because Matt Frevola is
I have Jalin Turner, but only because I've never seen the other guy fight and I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, he's a good fighter. He's very tough, very durable fighter.
MMA Talk doesn't normally work with the girls, guys. Good point. Listen to Andres Jimenez. He's gotten laid a couple times.
Don't talk about the MMA, man.
Yeah, don't wear your tap-out shirt. Don't sit there and play with your guns. And none of that douchey crap.
Don't talk about MMA. Stupid. Don't talk about sports. Don't talk about your work.
Yeah, you sound about proportionate, Jason. That sounds about right. 5'3", 155. If you're, oh wow, Frevola coming out with a big kick here. These guys are coming out quick. Frevola going for the single leg, gets the takedown. Turner up against the fence here. Frevola right into side control. Frevola coming out with a furious pace. Landing a knee to the body here. 4:30 left in the first round if you're looking to sync up. Some short elbows here from Frevola. Excuse me. Oh, and he takes the back. Wow, what a quick transition. Gets the hooks in, and he's going for a choke already. This guy's got lightning transitions on the ground. He's got to get that down a little bit. He's too high. Big left hands, though. Oh, he's still rolling on Frevola there, though. Or on Turner, excuse me. He's rolling quickly. Yeah, Frevola just in total control on the ground here. Turner trying to get up. He's up on one knee. But now Frevola's got the backpack. He's not under the chin. Turner back to one knee here. All right. 3:25 left in this first round. If you're looking to buy the pay-per-view, of course, ESPN Plus now is, at least in the U.S., is now the exclusive provider of pay-per-view. Internationally, I believe everybody else is still on Fight Pass. Oh, yeah. Big left hands here from Frevola.
Internationally, nothing has changed. Still the same.
Oh, Turner turns him and lands a few left hooks. Wow, that was strange. The camera guy got crazy there. Did you see that? They dropped the camera. They started panning the ceiling there, man. I've never seen that. Oh, big right hand from Jalin Turner, and Frevola immediately shoots for a takedown. Oh, he took that well, though. Frevola's fine. Sometimes those long, stocky guys like a Tommy Hearns, though, sometimes they actually have some power. Or, excuse me, long, skinny guys. Lengthy. Nice body kick there from Turner. Oh, and low leg kick from Frevola, but Turner comes over the top with a big combination. Frevola just shooting desperately for the takedown. Gets it. Frevola going for a guillotine here. No, nothing there. Oh, I thought Turner had the sweep there. He almost did. Frevola, great job of grabbing both legs and placing Turner where he wanted him. Size matchup was like a preview to Gastelum Adesanya. Good point, Gary. Frevola always has his hands down. Yeah, that's not a good habit. Well, Mr. Heisenberg, The Rock is also considered overweight. Frevola might have a Darce choke here, or an inverted guillotine. Let's see. I'm not sure how tight this is or not. The referee looking in closely. I think Turner's just about out. Nope, but he's out. 1 minute left here in the first round, and Jalin uses the cage to flip around and transition and gets the back of Frevola. Great transition, big left hooks, and now he has north-south hammer fists from Jalin Turner, and now they're standing back up, and this is where Turner wants to fight. He's got that reach advantage, he's got that striking advantage. Turner misses the first double jab there, and oh, body kick lands for Frevola, but Turner comes over with the straight right. Oh, nice 1-2 there from Turner. Blood coming from Frevola's nose, and he's putting his hands up now, Jason. Frevola is, just not effectively. Turner's throwing right in between them, and nice takedown defense there by Turner. Great sprawl. I don't know what the hell happened to his hair. From Jalin Turner, but he's doing well in this match. Good exchange before the end of the round. What the hell kind of haircut is that on Jalin Turner there, Dutch guy? Looks like he got his head stuck in a lawnmower.
Yeah, man. That's not looking good, man.
That's not a good look. That is not the way to get laid. Do not copy that, man. That's awesome, Jason. So lost 25 pounds between internet and fasting and riding a bike 2 to 3 hours a day. That's a lot of riding. You know what I've noticed lately? I cut out my carbs, except for beer. I allow myself no more than 2 beers a night, no more than 2 nights a week, and no beer tonight. So I start my morning with tea, with ginger. What's the other thing I put in there? Ginger and turmeric. It's helped with the inflammation and things. And then I cut out pretty much all the carbs. The only carbs I have is like broccoli and asparagus, sweet peppers. It has very little carbs. And I'm not hungry then. So hopefully it works. I'm almost 6'5", and I can make 125 with the UFC style weight cut. And you're going to remove your liver? All right, here we go, second round, and Comedic has a question for you, Dutch guy. Oh, nice straight left there from Jalin Turner.
Let me see. Taxes here are around 50%.
Wow. Frevola going for the takedown here, but see, we have a smaller tax percentage here, but then we also, you take out for Social Security, you take out for Medicare, you take out for FICA.
Yeah, but that's in the Netherlands very good range because we have insurance. That's $150 a month, and we never have to pay any medical bill. Never.
Yeah, we would take that over here because people with insurance right now are going bankrupt from hospital visits. I just read a story the other day about a lady who said that they wish that they didn't take her, that they didn't revive her because they saved her and she had insurance. $450,000 bill. She ended up with $240,000 in debt.
I got the bill from the accident from last year. Maybe people don't know. I had a heavy accident, motorcycle accident last year. I got the bill for the insurance, and I was 5 months in hospital and 3 months in a recovery house. I got the bill. It was 1.2 million.
Oh my God, that is crazy. Nice jab and a right hook and a left hook from Frevola. So who covers that? Insurance companies or the government?
Insurance. Insurance cover that.
Wow, that's crazy.
And I don't have to pay $1.
Really? That's crazy. Frevola's, I don't know how he's able to land the jab here on Turner. Jalin Turner's not using his reach very good if Frevola's out jabbing him right now. But he is. Lands a low leg kick. 2:25 left here in the second round. Between Jalin Turner and Matt Frevola. This is the last fight before the main card. Americans are tough AF, says RK Chaos. Nice 1-2 there from Jalin Turner. Oh, nice left hook and a right hand from Turner. Oh, and Frevola comes back with a 1-2. These guys are fighting in spurts, but they're throwing bombs. And left hook for Frevola, right hand for Turner. These guys are exchanging. Oh, Jalin Turner goes for the spinning wheel kick, misses. 1:45 left here in this second round. Jacare Souza versus Jack Hermanson. That's coming up April 27th, they're advertising. Also April 27th, though, we might have to switch between John Fitch versus Rory McDonald. Jalin Turner might have a guillotine here. Frevola goes for the takedown. He's really tightening up on that. That looks pretty tight. It's hard to tell because you can't see the entire thing with the camera angle. I got 1 minute and 10 seconds left here in the second round. I think Frevola's okay now. Looks at their space. Yep, and he's out. That looked like it was pretty tight there for a moment. Frevola trying to pop back up. I think Turner wants it on the feet, so he might just pop back. Oh, he tries, and Frevola takes him back down. And now Frevola in Turner's guard. Moves to half guard, landing right hands from the ground and pound. Frevola turned that one around nicely. Short elbow. Jason, I switched to riding a bike because I think it's easier on your body than running while still improving your cardiovascular health. Oh, it definitely is.
I ride a bike also, man. I ride 120 miles each week.
Jesus. Oh, now Frevola pulls the guillotine. A lot of guillotines in this fight. No, out. Turner's out. A lot of sweat on their bodies right now. Hard to land a guillotine. Oh, an up kick. Toenail to the eye. An up kick, and I believe it's a toenail to the eye. Frevola. Frevola catches Turner in the eye. They're going to look at this. We're going to see how this is judged. Remember recently Kat Zingano got a toe in the eye and was not able to continue. They ended up giving her a loss. This was a heel. But technically that is an illegal kick because both fighters' knees are down. So even though he's on his back at an up kick, that's considered a kick to the an illegal kick to the head of a downed opponent. Which I don't believe it should be. But it is. 1FC, I think, has got it right on that. No soccer kicks. But you can, it is not considered a kick to the head of a down opponent if you kick from the ground like that. So you can kick to the head, just not from standing over your opponent. Plus 12-6 elbows are legal. And then, of course, Ryzen coming up here soon. We'll be covering Ryzen. They do everything. Soccer kicks and the whole thing. But possibly a point taken away here. Kick to the head of a down opponent. Let's watch this again. Oh, that's a heel right in the eye. And the heel bone is the hardest bone in your body. Now, remember, in a lot of organizations, that's completely a legal strike. And this is where I have a huge argument. You guys know that I think that wrestlers have a big advantage because guys can't do soccer kicks and they can't knee the head of a down opponent. I understand the safety in that. I do not agree whatsoever with not allowing a guy to up kick from his back, considering that a downed opponent. That being said, you have to follow the rules that are in the rule book. So they're back. They're saying 3 seconds left in the round. And they touch gloves, and that's going to be it. And it looks like they did not take a point away. So Matt Frevola, I think they definitely couldn't have taken a point away for that kick on Jalin Turner. Just a warning, I believe. Jay said that hurts to get hit on that bone above the eye like that. Yeah, that's right around the orbital bone. You can crack the orbital bone. That's a horrible place to get hit. It's not an up kick, says Chris Jackson. Well, his heel, yeah, it was up, and then his heel was coming down. So Nigel says, take a point. I still haven't got my clock yet. So hopefully it should be in the mail, Billy. Brandon Vera won a couple years ago by soccer kicks. 1FC did change. 1FC updated that, I believe, in 2014. Their CEO said that they wanted to do it because they wanted to be able to go more mainstream, and they didn't feel that they felt that would stunt their growth, that it wasn't very fan friendly. Which I agree. The image the image of people, it hurts, especially when you watch films of Vanderlei Silva doing those soccer kicks to the face and jaw and heads of people. It looks pretty brutal. Round 3. Final round here between Jalin Turner and Matt Frevola. Final fight here on ESPN+. After this, we will go over to the pay-per-view portion of the card, starting out at light heavyweight with Nikita Krylov and Ovince St. Preux. Right hand there from Frevola. And this, I do believe Turner's winning this fight. I don't know, though. These are some hard rounds because you have Turner winning at standing, and then you have Frevola with the takedowns. And to be honest, I haven't been scoring this fight as closely as I usually do. 4 minutes left here in the third round. 70 chatters, 48 likes, Arcade Chaos. Yep, hit that like button, please, everybody. Hit that like button. If you're new here and you like what we do, please subscribe. If you want to join the Fights with Friends community, we'd love to have you. Oh, nice exchange in the center of the cage. Both men land big shots. And I got 3:30 left here in the third round. Jalin Turner goes for a spinning wheel kick, misses. Frevola lands the low leg kick. Turner with the straight right over the top. Oh, Turner, big left hook. Misses the right hand, lands the left hook. Frevola's chance here, he needs to get the takedown. He's having a hard time striking with Turner. He's so much taller. If Jalin Turner had a really good front kick, you would think that Frevola, that could be some problems for him. Another exchange there in the center of the cage, and blood coming out of Turner's Frevola's nose, and Frevola, no tell, gets the takedown. What do Gastelum and Adesanya fight? Yeah, we got a lot. We got quite a bit of fights to go for that one. Oh, Jalin Turner went for the triangle choke here. Frevola slipped out of that easily, though. I thought he might have something there. Lot of sweat at this point. 2:20 left in the third round. Pretty hard to get that kind of submission this late in the fight. And Turner just sitting inside control on Frevola, pounding to the body. Two minutes left. And Jalin Turner really not having any answers here, but Frevola really not doing a whole lot. A couple of short shots to the body. They may call him up here. We will see. For those of you that didn't watch here recently, Herb Dean was on the Joe Rogan Experience. Very good podcast. Herb Dean talked about how different commissions pressured him to referees fights in different ways. Like they said, if there's any inactivity, stand them up. One organization said to even fine guys or take a point away if they took a step backwards. And both guys are standing now. Turner stands back up, lands a flying knee. Turner is hurt, and Frevola, is hurt, and Turner is on the chase. Frevola goes for the takedown. Turner, great takedown defense there. I think he knows he's got Frevola hurt. He needs to work with it. Front kicks to the body. He needs to throw that front kick to the face. 50 seconds left in this fight. Right hand up top there from Turner, and this could be a close fight. Oh, spinning kick to the body there from Jalin Turner. 40 seconds left in the fight. I do have Turner winning the fight. Oh, beautiful combination from Turner. Misses the flying knee, but lands the hand up top. The hands, three-punch combo. Oh! Big jab and a right hook there for Turner and a left from Frevola, and a left hook from Turner. These guys exchanging power shots. It's a very close fight. Both men trying to steal this last round straight right for Turner. Turner stalking Frevola. Less than 10 seconds left. Oh, left uppercut and a right hook for Turner. And it looked like he wanted to jump off the fence. Oh, left hook for Turner. That would be a big takedown for Frevola, and he does not get it. I have Jalin Turner winning that fight. That one could be tough to score, though. 64 people in here. Thank you very much, everyone. Please hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. If you want to subscribe to the Fights with Friends family, we would like to welcome you. I would appreciate that very much. If you want to help us go here, help pay a little bit, offset a little bit of the cost for the pay-per-view and equipment here. Donations are always accepted in Super Chat and greatly appreciated. Also, if you don't have Super Chat, my PayPal is PayPal. 9th highest striking rate among .me/fights with friends. I can only take statewide donations at PayPal. So if you're international, don't waste your time on the PayPal because it'll get denied. Yes, and make sure you donate to the Dutch guy there, or excuse me, go to the Dutch guy's channel and subscribe to him as well. Next question or subject, Mikey, or news? Is there a refund for donations? Oh, Bikini Doll, yes. You're talking about on the PayPal? Yeah, a bunch of people. I actually had $140 from one stream in donations that people try to donate from England during a boxing stream, and they all got refunded. PayPal held on to them for 30 days, though, and then refunded them. So, as far as Super Chats, I don't think so because Google takes a percentage of that, but I'm not sure. I have not had anyone ask for a refund in Super Chat. If I give, I would. I'm broke. Oh, don't apologize, Dave. Eryk McLeod with the $5 donation. Thank you very much, sir.
Good job,
appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Eryk
and Gary Richards with the $2 donation.
Shout out to Eryk McLeod and Gary Richards. Thanks, guys. Much appreciated.
All right, and don't forget, Dutch guy does this for free. His channel is not monetized yet, so the way we can get him monetized is make sure that you give us those subscriptions over there to MMA Newsroom. We need to get him up to 1,000 subscribers.
I'm now currently, I'm at 540.
540? Oh, we're getting closer. We'll get there. We're going to get there quicker here soon. We're going to be doing some other stuff. Matt Frevola, winner by unanimous decision. I disagree, but I probably judge fights different than a lot of these guys.
It was a close one, man. Could go either way.
Yeah, there was definitely some close rounds, and it's what do you like more? Do you like the takedowns and the ground game, or do you like the stand-up and damage? I thought Jalin Turner did more damage, but Frevola had more ground control, more time. Thank you, Edward Chaos. Just went subscribed. Edward Chaos, new subscriber, and $20 in donations tonight. Thank you very much.
Now, shout out to Edward Chaos. I have a question for Eryk McLeod. Are you a Scottish, or do you have Scottish relatives or something? Because your last name is Scottish. It's a very famous Scottish name. All right, Mike, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Thank you.
I don't have the Irish accent with it, but...
Eryk McLeod, man, that's a very famous Scottish name.
All right, thank you very much so far, guys, for all the thumbs up, the new subscribers to me and MMA Newsroom, and $29 in donations so far.
Good job, man.
And they are outside, Brett Okamoto outside of Kelvin Gastelum's locker room right now. We are going to switch over to the pay-per-view version of this, and cross your fingers. Hopefully everything goes right here, guys, because We had that lag issue earlier, so knock on wood.
Eryk McLeod, I think you have to look that up, bro, because there's a good possibility you're a very famous family over in Scotland. You know
Might have some money coming his way.
You know the film, the movie Highlander is based on your back name, man.
All right, I'm gonna lose my sound because I'm going to the PC. So
you do fucking nothing.
Hopefully there's no lag on this, but since the UFC switched over to ESPN Plus, it's kind of screwed me over because I had a deal. I was buying my pay-per-views for years through the VPN through via South Korea for a discount, but now it doesn't work, so I have to switch over. Actually, I might lose you for a second here, Dutch guy. We'll see. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still there, man.
All right. Okay, good. Everything should be reconnected. Please not let the stream. Yeah, no, it should be good now. It should just went offline for just a second, and it should come right back. Oops. Be just 1 second. Don't leave. All right, company will check DNA background earlier. Yeah, there's a lot of those companies out there now. All right.
Mike, give us an update on the card. Which fights are still on the card now? Because main start.
We are going into the main card. I gotta log into my pay-per-view right now. And I'll let you know. I'll give you less. Oh man, I'm having some serious lag here. Sorry guys, this should hopefully pick back up here in just a second. Let me know, guys, when the lag is not bad.
Did you saw the latest Conor McGregor action? He slapped the man in a bar in Ireland.
I did. Man, guy's crazy, man. What the hell is wrong with that guy? What the hell is wrong with that guy?
And there's also surveillance footage out now.
Oh,
and then you see Conor smashing the phone.
That guy is crazy. Oh, shit. We're completely offline at the moment. Fuck.
I think you start up again, man.
Stream's resumed now. No, it's stream resumed. I'm having this problem because of the VPN. I had this earlier, and I turned it off because I was streaming with the VPN on, but this is the only way I can watch the fight that I paid for, thanks to the frickin' ESPN thing.
You have to use two computers, man. Both separate.
I know I don't have another computer hooked up right now, though. Shit. All right. I'm going to figure this out. I got this. No, I can't do it that way. Shit.
The best thing to do is throw your computer out and start it up again, because that's the fastest way to come back.
I think, Gary Richards says, I think you are good now. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, let me know. Those the video might be lagged, but hopefully we have good audio.
Ask them if they hear the sound.
Hopefully. What's that?